And we're back with another one of these things with the usual crew this time.
Usual.
Yeah.
There's a woman here.
Oh, that's
We
right.
don't
She was only in
we
one other
don't we don't
one.
let women here.
Woman,
Listen.
explain yourself. Who is
Can't-
you?
She's been here before when we watched that one dude try and defend Rebel Moon Part 1.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm my bad. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So plug your
You know
channel. Damn it. No, shut up. Let her plug her channel.
At the beginning,
Yes.
Yes.
That's how. What? What do you mean?
Well,
like
she
the
can plug
plugging
it.
normally is for the end.
No, she can plug it
Shammy,
now
what's
and
your
then
channel?
plug it later.
Everybody, shut up. What's your channel?
Shamrock Dragon 7. And if you like singing and you like movie reviews and some gaming, check it out.
I don't like any of those.
Well, too bad for you.
I don't like games. I don't like
I don't like movies. I don't like singing.
I don't like movies. They're
I don't
loud.
I don't like existence.
They're loud, flashing, and annoying.
They get
and
everywhere.
They get everywhere. But yeah, we are watching everything great about Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire! Exclamation point! I just now noticed
Yeah.
that.
This movie is amazing. Right?
Yeah, it's super amazing. It's not awful at all.
It's a great movie. There's monkey and there's lizard and there's little girl.
And
Drake
there's
would love
other
it.
monkey and other lizard.
Oh, yeah.
Where would you put if you had to rate out of 10? What would New Empire be?
A 3. It's
Shannon?
yeah.
Um, I would say 4.
Okay.
Just because I had a lot of fun laughing at this, and probably because I was watching with Hero and Max.
Yeah. Because I'm awesome and I make every movie experience better. I'd put it probably like solidly like an 8.
You can't bait me.
And then Wyatt, what do you think?
So first I want to just pull up that Tom Hardy gif of like that's bait.
This is bait.
I think I'd either say it's a 3 or 4.
Okay.
I'm not done with my script yet, going through it. However, I am willing to bump it down to a 2, depending on how certain things go upon certain analyses. Because so far, it's a smidge better than Godzilla vs Kong. That Godzilla vs Kong is abject nonsense. This makes somewhat more sense currently, but
Oh
that
my god,
could
it's
change.
Slur.
Slur, hey, what's up?
He's alone.
Bro, you're just in time.
Yeah, we're
Turns out he doesn't say anything. He's still asleep.
He's still asleep.
He's
He
still
somehow
asleep.
joined the call.
It's like he unconsciously knew there's cringe. I must be here.
He's sleep cringing.
For some behind the curtain shit, we played D&D yesterday, and Slur passed out midway through his turn.
Okay, it wasn't midway through my fucking
Motherfucker.
turn. It was during someone else's turn.
Motherfucker,
No,
it was
you were-
two.
you
You
were
were
about to-
like second in the turn order when you fell asleep.
No, yeah, it actually was your turn. You stopped responding, and we just went like,
Well,
okay.
Sob Gibbs' fucking turn is like right after that, so let's just do my turn instead.
It was just. It was
But anyway.
probably the funniest thing seeing you pass out again. But this time it was what made it funny was just how abrupt it was this time.
Yeah, it was pretty abrupt. And did I?
It was pretty weird, to be honest, because usually it's like, as we're playing D&D and I'm having a couple of drinks because I'm relaxing with my boys, it's like, I'll just get more retarded and maybe a little bit louder and a little bit more chatty. But for whatever reason, I think it's just because of the week I had. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, dude, your
Straight
inhibitions
up.
are gone. You're going to fucking Dreamtown, my dude. Fuck off.
That's what I was tempted to respond last night when you were talking about that, and I was just like, yeah, it's probably because you had such a exhausting week that instead of trying to party, your body just went like you're going to sleep.
All right, real quick for my thing. Did I piss you off though last night trying to wake you back up?
I literally have no recollection of that.
So he
okay, here's the
blasted
thing.
all of his
So
soundboards at you.
because I'm in like Shoe on Head, Russian Badger, like Maxor's Discords, and I have Nitro, I have like fucking 80 million soundboard things, and they're all ear rapey. And so we stopped playing D&D, and we all met up, just to hang out. And then Shammy messaged me, and she's like, "What's wrong with Slur?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I look over, and he's still in the call. So I decided to jump in the call and blast every single fucking soundboard I possibly could to like get you awake, because we were talking about it. And yeah, if you were slumped over at your desk, that shit sucks for like everything.
Oh yeah, no.
So-
I wasn't on my desk, but I was
know.
like, I just like sat in my bed while someone else was taking a turn, just chilling out, fucking reclining, relaxing. Probably a bit too hard in retrospect. And by the time you start firing off soundboards, my earphones were probably halfway around my fucking face. Because I woke up like a solid, I think it's like 4 hours. Like it was a nap.
Yeah.
4 hours later, it's like I wake up, it's like, oh, well, shit. All right, I'm gonna fucking log out Discord and turn my computer off and go to sleep, I guess.
Yeah, because we got no confirmation that like it worked. We just saw you close out, and I was like, "Oh god, did I piss him off?"
Oh
But
no,
anyway.
yeah, no. I woke up naturally and then
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just making sure. I love you,
Typical
buddy.
Irish sleeping on the job.
What?
Slur, who's just gone through this whole week. I'm like, I'm gonna have a drink or two. 3 hours later,
Well, Fuck
To be
man.
fair, it was a half a bottle of lemon vodka. So I mean,
but
I was drunk, but usually when I'm drunk, I just get like chatty. And
Oh,
I'm,
yeah.
like, stupid.
Real
I
quick-
think you
real
reading
quick,
off an
sir,
entire Chaos Codex is proof of that.
yeah, real quick,
Yeah.
sir. Want to make sure it's drawn to your attention that we are recording something. So do you want to
Yeah.
hop in on this, or you want to opt out?
I mean, shit, I've got a couple hours.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll pop
it-
into the watch together. It's in the.
You
yeah.
saw Kongzilla New Empire, right?
I
Probably
did
not.
indeed.
Oh, you did. I didn't think you did.
Amazing.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Okay, so that one scene where he picks up the really annoying toddler monkey and he uses it as a melee weapon and whacks that other monkey, that scene, 10 out of 10. The rest of the movie, fucking dog shit.
What's your overall rating of Zilla Kong
the Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah.
out of 10? Out of 10.
Okay, objectively, it's down to like a 2 or a 3.
I would say a
Like-
2.
These are not good movies. Like, they're really bad.
It's
Yeah.
They
it's
get
weird.
uplifted maybe out of like some pure like spectacle thing can be like worth tuning into, but like they're shit. They're really bad.
Yeah, like especially the action in the last movie was awful.
Well, we'll see about that because we are covering
Cinema dings.
everything great about
Oh,
Kong.
God, it's my nemesis.
Yes, it's
Kong
Cinedings.
And like,
I think I was actually on the recording of the cinema dings for the original.
yes,
Godzilla
you
versus
were.
Kong.
That's when we
Yes,
just
you
went
were.
off
Godzilla?
on massive tangents about wrestling and Macho Man Randy
Yeah.
Savage picking up
I'm
Godzilla
gonna get
into a
you,
suplex.
Godzilla! As he's like on top of, we put him on to the. What are you doing up there?
Sriyank.
Yeah.
Ah! And they jump
I-
up.
Now let's get this show on the road. Spacebar.
Let's get down.
I don't know what's up with these Vice City style opening logos, but I'm feeling it.
What? It's not even Vice City.
What did he mean by this?
It said it was
They're pretty
It
colors.
was neon.
It's
'Cause it
pretty
was just
colors.
neon.
He did it again. He digged the pretty colors. He did the pretty
We
colors.
didn't get fucking 10 seconds into the video. We're all just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like,
Oh, what a great time.
What the actual fuck did you just say to me?
what
Get
a
out
great-
of
what
my
a,
sight.
What a great time to be alive.
Yeah.
And this series has always nailed sound design, and the echo of the roar reminds us.
This
Also,
is
just
true.
the visual exposition illustrating how Hollow Earth works with gravity in 2 directions.
But why?
What? No,
Why?
That's not- no,
But
it
it doesn't though.
it doesn't. Gravity doesn't work in 2 directions. That's not how it works. Like, you
You're
have
gonna
that
be
scene with, like, the
taking-
weird gravity rocks, but that's like, the rocks themselves altering shit.
Oh, but remember, Jake, Hollow Earth, it's all of the Earth's gravity in the opposite direction.
Yeah, all...
They-
But no, if it was working in two directions, you'd just be in midair, fucking flying around
Forever,
in a
yeah.
Yeah,
circle.
because remember,
Yeah,
you
it's
fall
almost,
down.
It's almost as if they cancel out.
You fall down. Like, honestly, like, if you really want to get realistic, if you're in the center of the planet, like, you're just there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the thing is, they fell downwards into it, so it's still a downward acceleration.
You don't know that.
You're right, I don't.
Listen,
Damn.
this is a universe where we can download a rock. Come on.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
No, they didn't download a rock. They sent a rock as an email attachment. There's a difference.
That's true. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's way worse.
You know,
Yeah,
I know how much you love these movies, so I wanted to make sure I was gonna be indicative and nice to them.
Yeah, when they got the files, they had to use like 7-zip to like, all right, activate rock dot
I didn't download.
I said PNG. EXE.
I didn't download 7-zip to this computer, sir.
You can only download the rock if you pay for WinRAR.
It's like, sir.
That's how you
our
know
ri- our-
Apex is the real villains.
Yeah, you reminded me that shit happened. It's like, this rock has energy in it. Okay, send it through the email. Yes, sir.
Oh,
What's
dude, when we originally watched that movie, that shit, like, actually broke me.
Yeah, that broke all of
I
us.
remember that. No, it's all coming back to me.
It broke all of us because I was
Yeah.
like, wait, they can't be doing it.
They gotta download the
silly.
rock so they can power Mechagodzilla, which has the skull of King Ghidorah.
And apparently the novelization, they found 2 skulls, even though that shouldn't have fucking happened.
Why'd you read the novelization?
No, I didn't read it. Someone fucking told me that.
Wait,
'Cause
the
I got-
people who made this movie can read?
the
I
people
don't
who
believe
like
you.
the people who like this movie can read.
Yeah, cinema things.
Hey man, I like this movie and I can't read.
Kong is rarely in too much trouble on his own turf, so stakes are being set right from the start. A threat worthy of a sick jump. Also, that
What?
A feat worthy of a sick jump.
Yeah,
Says who?
he says he's basically going cool shot ding.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening.
that's a lot. of
Thing
war dogs.
happened, ding.
Wart dogs. Oh my, just call them wargs. That's what they are. They're just wargs.
They're wargs, but they're fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what they're actually called. Feel free to picture this.
No. Don't keep your Halo's name out your fucking mouth.
Also, making Kong seem small is always impressive and gives us some scale for Hollow Earth's features.
You can
No.
do that. You
No,
can
was
it
all-
isn't.
It isn't. You
He's
can
the
do that
size
on
of
the
a building.
surface.
You put a building in a mountain range, the building will look small because mountains are fucking
We
huge.
saw
Also-
we saw this in Skull Island. There were cliff sides and mountains taller than him.
I also I don't understand the scale of Hollow Earth. How is it this fucking big?
No, it's not
Oh,
even,
it's because
not-
it's the
not
Earth,
even
but
that-
inside.
I don't even
It's a different dimension.
on
It's basically
so.
the dimension, yeah.
Oh my God! There's the fucking monarch shit.
No, we're not talking about Monarch.
I was about to say, Shammy and Jake are the only
unless-
ones that are knowledgeable
Unless
Monarch, so-
unless he brings up Monarch, we're leaving it alone.
Yeah, which by the way, that's the one thing I agree with this movie doing, looking at the fucking time dilation that Monarch established and going, that's stupid. We're just going to ignore this and pretend it never happened because that's the best thing you can do.
Hey,
Yeah,
he could have made that as a win for the movie.
Yeah, that could have been a win. Where it's
That
like,
would mean that another movie did something bad. And
no,
that
it's a
means
TV
you
show.
can't acknowledge
It's a
it.
TV show, not a movie.
Yeah.
But he would still have to do a negative ding. It would like sully him.
No, but he could have put a
He
point
would feel
to the movie.
unclean.
No, a point in he could have put a point in the movie's favor. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Not a smirk. Does our fluffy guy have some tricks up his sleeve for the wart dogs? Wart dogs. Wart dogs.
Stop saying
yeah, it's
it.
never gonna
Stop
sound
saying
right, but
that.
yeah, he does. Also, that
Oh my God. Kong is smart. We know this. Next.
tooth is already looking infected, bruh. Should get that checked. See,
No, it doesn't.
Sleep for the wart dogs. Wart dogs. Wart dogs. Yeah, it's never gonna sound right, but yeah, he does. Also, that tooth is already looking infected, bruh. Should get that checked.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
A
yes, it
little?
does.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, the gum is a bit more red, and there's sort of like a crack down here. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
See, these are what healthy teeth look like. Wow, Kong's not messing around. Smart way to let him know what's up. Also, green blood is always a smart touch to avoid that R. Cause yeah,
Which is a bit cowardly in some cases. I don't mind it here because it would make sense just given how different the biology a lot of the Titans are.
I don't know that it's
but-
cowardly. I think it's cheesy. I think it's like, and I don't mean cheesy as in like usual cinematic. It's overly saccharine and like weird and broken. I mean cheesy as in like video cheesing a game mechanic to just do whatever the fuck you want. A la Samurai Jack fighting robots, so he gets to fully dismember motherfuckers on screen,
Yeah,
and the
that's-
fucking senses can't do shit about it.
Yeah, and that's why, like, when it comes to shit like this, I'm like, no, just commit. Have an R rating. Have it be fucking red, and just have him covered in blood.
Power Rangers.
I agree that this movie, a Kong movie, should be R-rated. However, if it's going to avoid the R rating, at least they're doing it in a way that still gives us the violence. I actually like the it basically exposes just how stupid and bullshit the actual rating system is, that this gets around it, and I
Yeah.
approve of that.
And,
Does,
and it makes sense in
Does
universe.
Europe have its own version of the MPAA or whatever the ratings board is?
I mean, we
for
have our
movies?
own rating systems, and it's not as pronounced, but it does suffer from the same thing of, yeah, you can have motherfuckers like literally having their brains blown out on screen, but you have like tits and two consenting adults touching each other? Oh, fuck no, we can't let this near the teenagers. Think what they will think.
Yeah, because
Good lord.
wasn't Deadpool and Wolverine like a 16, whereas over here it was an R?
Not sure. I think it was an 18, but honestly, I don't know. I'll be honest. By the time I went to see those movies, it wasn't really relevant for me because I'm old as shit. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, you're. I think you're the oldest one here, Slur.
But don't say it out loud.
Here's your gun so you can kill yourself now.
It's like there's old man Slur ranting about movie ratings about back in his day a two-year-old could go and watch war crimes.
I know.
Back when I was a kid, you could watch Terminator and
Back
you'd
in
be-
my day, 4-year-olds used to go down the street singing "Come out ye black and tans" and doing hate crimes.
And the thing is, I'm pretty sure that's actually true.
same. He's so annoyed. The things I have to do to remind everyone who I am when I just want to like chill and take in the view with a snack. Yeah, tooth pain is the worst pain. Kind of seems like Doug is surprised Kong let go, almost like he was hoping for a fight.
Doug?
Yeah, that's what that
yeah,
thing's name
yeah,
is.
it's
They
got
call
its
it
official
Doug.
name.
Yeah, that was what the fans called it, and then it was officialized as being called Doug.
You made that up.
No,
Nope.
No, he
No.
didn't.
no, nope.
Surely something so gay must be canon.
I mean, for this, yes.
Rough bait and switch for our lonely fluffy guy, but also not alone shadowing.
That is indeed the theme, smashing you in the face with a hammer. This is true.
Godzilla's on the surface, Kong is below. As long as they don't venture into each other's territories, we've got nothing to worry about.
No, you got plenty to
Why
worry
would you
about.
go and say some shit like that out loud?
Well, no, they got plenty to worry about. They have all the monsters on the surface.
No, but Godzilla can handle
Why they
them,
remember
and he
that there are
can
monsters
take
on
out
the
all
surface.
the
Well,
villains and stuff in the way.
Well, hey, Shammy, didn't you notice they abandoned the concept of the alpha?
Yeah.
I know, right? Because
I know.
imagine if Godzilla had like control over the other monsters. That could benefit him in an immense way.
Jake.
What?
That was
What?
2 movies ago.
Oh, you're right. That was 2 movies ago. Yeah, that's true.
If it didn't happen in the last movie, it hasn't happened, period.
No. If it doesn't happen in this movie, it doesn't happen, like, period. They just ignored the gigantic hole in Hong Kong. Like,
Well,
Clever exposition.
after the fight, Godzilla, he filled it in.
yeah, it's
Oh,
probably.
He just,
Probably,
went
yeah.
and destroyed a mountain. And then
Yeah.
went-
I'm wondering if by showing some stuff falling on the hole, I wonder if that was them trying to say that the tunnel was basically collapsing behind them.
Which, no.
Which
Wouldn't
would-
the hole just get bigger?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah,
Or maybe he goes and he
I
kills
agree.
some of the Titans and he just throws their bodies down to fill it.
Oh yeah, it just stuffs it like a cork.
Yeah, which is.
yeah, I'm imagining Godzilla just stomping on one of the corpses as it's over the hole, like he's Bugs Bunny trying to flush something down a toilet.
Oh jeez.
Oh, no.
Dump for those who don't obsess over
Wouldn't the
every
gravity
detail
come
of these
through the hole?
movies like
Never
some
mind.
kind
Sorry,
of
that's a
weirdo.
whole other movie.
What? I'm sorry, I need to hear that again.
Yeah, my bad.
Kong is below. As long as they don't venture into each other's territories, we've got nothing to worry about.
And clever exposition dump for those who don't obsess over every detail of these movies like some kind of weirdo.
Yeah, Jake and Shammy.
So,
No,
first
no,
off,
no,
it's
okay,
not a
on
clever
one-
exposition dub.
there's-
It's not.
There's 2 layers to what just happened there. Layer 1 is him being glib and ironic. It's like, ooh, yes, I also obsess over the details. Aren't I so quirky to point that out and lampshade it and blah, blah, blah. But the other thing is, it's a clever exposition dump if you don't obsess over the details. In other words, what she just said kind of made sense if you literally just don't give a shit and didn't listen.
But he's also skipping
In other
over.
words, no.
He's also skipping over all of the other shit. Like she says, we've mapped less than 5% of Hollow Earth, and it's like Kong will be looking for a family he'll likely never find. Bitch, what the fuck? How do you know this if less than 5% of this massive ecosystem hasn't been mapped and you haven't even scratched the surface? Why are you saying that with such authority? And then
Shut up.
And then there's the fact it's like Hollow Earth portals are appearing everywhere. It's like, okay, so that would just make the everybody, all the people in this world, like experience an existential crisis because you have monsters that like below them that can come up from to the surface, monsters on the surface, and Ghidorah confirms that you have monsters from outer space that can come from the sky. You are surrounded by monsters everywhere. Suicide rates would be would increase. Like global populist depression would increase. You would have riots and protests of demanding governments do something.
It's almost like we need giant robots to fight
Just
these
something.
things.
Like you could repurpose the orca as like a deterrent to like maybe lure or you could have like things to lure Godzilla away or lure other monsters away to like fight over there or something. Oh my god. This isn't a
Or give King Kong, who actually gives a shit about us because he's like the defender of humanity, give him like an Iron Man suit.
No. Keep him I mean, like, granted, that is a better solution to like doing nothing. But at the same time, it's like,
do you have any idea how much a fucking suit would cost? Better just give him a glove.
Yeah, give him a fucking glove. Which, by the way, it's like Monarch is coming to criticism for spending millions of dollars for Project Powerhouse. It's like, oh, so they're willing to spend millions of taxpayer dollars on like a power fist for a gorilla, but they're not gonna like set up actual defenses for cities. Jesus Christ. This isn't a world with a history. This is just a sandbox for monsters to do stupid shit in. And then, once the movie's over, just hit the reset and pretend like nothing happened.
Which would be fine if they just fucking admitted it.
Yeah.
Because they keep saying, like...
Or at least made it fun.
Yeah.
They keep saying, like, oh, you're not supposed to take these movies seriously, and yet they have, like, moments where they think they're doing character development.
Yeah.
If you just want your monsters to fight, like
40-minute short film, HBO Max.
It's the dummy route. But if you genuinely just want to see these monsters fight, yeah, remove the people.
You remove, which which is like kind of.
If
Yeah.
anything, it would benefit. If anything, it would benefit from less exposition, really. Like, because every time they open their fucking mouths to talk about the plot, it contradicts something else in the plot.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if we just had like 2 hours of watching Godzilla fight various monsters and King Kong fight other Kongs, I don't think anyone would really be that bothered.
I mean, I'd get bored after a while if it was like an hour and a half, but if it was like 30, 40 minutes, I'd enjoy
Remember,
it.
normies are so easily enterened, for a fact, like 2 hours of monster fights would keep them entertained.
Oh,
Well, I was about to say,
definitely. Yeah.
well, here's the thing: if the monster fights are actually well choreographed and animated, I would love that too.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't get
The
me
thing
wrong.
is, like, if it's well done, then yeah, it's well done.
Mhm.
Like, I get people not wanting like stakes or anything, but still, like, it's like if you do something good, we could talk about it, but you didn't do it, so
Exactly.
we can't talk about the goods you've done.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, I agree. I hate how they make Godzilla move in these last two movies, by the way. I hate how spastic and fast he is instead of, like, slow and methodical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always seems to be like rippling. Always shaking his
It's-
head and
yeah.
fucking jiggling around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's odd considering like this guy is supposed to weigh like what, more than an entire city.
No.
Gajillion tons.
What was the official weight? At least in 2014, it was
At least
90,000 tons, I believe.
At least 4 football fields.
Yeah. But, so he was 90,000 tons, and then in King of the Monsters, after he got his nuke power up, I believe he was, like, in the 99,000 tons or something like that. He's a heavy boy.
At least 3 movie bobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's my boy. And no holding back this time. We got kaiju rushing each other inside 7 minutes.
Oh,
And
clap.
destroying Rome.
Yeah, destroying Rome, and we're not going to fucking address that. Yeah. Which, by the
Yeah,
way,
one of
why is
the-
he fighting Cthulhu Spider when he can just make Cthulhu Spider go away? He's the alpha.
Mm.
Well,
At least Rome gets to dine on crab legs for the next 300 years. You know, most of that body is
little
probably
bit.
irradiated, right?
Yeah, they feed on radiation. Right? We can forget about that, I guess.
yeah, we completely forgot about that subplot. Once again, forgetting about stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, say what, like, I love Pacific Rim, and one of my favorite details is the fact that when you kill a kaiju, it's, like, called kaiju bloom, right? Where
Yeah.
essentially it destroys the environment that their bodies, like, died on, because for the purposes of the terraforming.
Mm-hmm. Because making our planet like theirs.
Although to even call it a fight, R.I.P. Scylla. But hey, at least Rome gets to dine on crab legs for the next 300 years. And if you're
Hell
feeling
yeah.
bad for her, read the Hunted prequel comic. Scylla was messing stuff up all over the world.
No, I'm not
Fuck
going
off.
to read third-party external material to understand your retarded world. Fuck you.
Or at least...
Then your
or at
logic
least-
is flawed, hello Mal.
And then, or at the very least, like, it shouldn't be required material.
Yeah.
You'll probably, like, somebody like Jake will probably read it, and then when he says something that's in it, we'll just go, you just made that up.
I haven't read any of the extended material. I refuse to.
Shammy, have you?
No.
Okay. Our 2
Also,
Godzilla experts, ladies and gentlemen, they can't even read.
That this is true. I play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Low blood
Yeah,
for that
sure.
PG-13 rating
No,
too.
I write books. I don't read them.
I was elected to write, not to read.
Oh my.
Aw,
Hey,
look at
hold
that
up.
cute-
Hey,
Yeah, he should not be able to fit
fuck
in.
off.
Why is
Like,
he?
cute little guy. He's in the Colosseum, one of the last remaining artifacts of the ancient Roman Empire. Like, fuck off. Get the fuck out, you stupid lizard.
Scratches the back of neck shyly because I think it's cute too.
I mean, like, I can see why, but he should be going back to the ocean. Like,
Nah.
Get
Like
the
him-
fuck off our landmarks.
here's the thing:
If-
him collapsing in San
if-
Francisco makes
if-
sense.
If it fits, I sits.
He's not a cat.
You don't know that.
I mean,
Like,
wouldn't he?
literally look at him.
Wouldn't he just go back?
I mean, the
to
way
his-
that reptiles behave as pets is a little bit more feline than canine.
This is
Sure.
true. Yeah. Have you seen a bearded dragon play with a sock? I have. It's adorable.
I have. I think we're talking about the same video. It's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the. I had an ex who had one. They're adorable.
Little guy all tuckered out from tightening like a giant kitty cat. This is what I call the hat I wear when I forget to refill my SSRI.
What?
Cone of depression.
Oh,
Yep.
that means this movie gave me a cone of depression.
Well,
Also-
this movie also earned a win, Lamau.
Uh-huh.
I like it when he actually
Also-
talks about facts about the movies and stuff like that instead of just this.
Well, yeah, that's why like Into the Spider-Verse is probably one of my favorite videos from him.
Yeah. But anyway.
Depression jokes. You're here for them. Okay, so they're clearly embracing synthwave.
Wait, did
aesthetics
he
with
give the movie a ding because we're here for his depression?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
I
Yeah, he did.
fucking hate cinema dings.
Yeah,
This-
he did the joke-tism.
Scene does not contain a lap dance, Lamau.
The thing is, though, like, Cinema Sins is still better. Like, he's still better.
Didn't Jeremy, for the most part, stop doing the lap dance sting?
Yeah, because it was a shitty
he
fucking
did it for
joke.
a
It was
while,
so
and then it was a
awful.
recurring joke that the fan wasn't really responding to anymore. So yeah, he just fucking retired it.
music and neon set design, and I just enjoy when movies are made specifically for me.
Oh, wait a minute. No. I just realized. So you know how when they make sci-fi set designs, they just can't resist weird shit like we'll go back just a tad. Notice how the
Refill
the
my
back
SSRI. Depression jokes. You're here for them. Okay.
the back. So if you just pay attention to the background of this, there's just something just sparking when it
Okay, so they're
looks like we
clearly
got to show
embracing
this is
synthwave
sci-fi.
aesthetics with the music and neon set.
Yeah.
Because it's not sci-fi unless something's constantly being worked on, like we're on the fucking bridge of the Enterprise.
Why does it look like they're in a fucking warehouse?
Because they more than likely are.
Yeah.
Sure.
Design, and I just enjoy when movies are made specifically for me. Oh man, I feel that, Gia. In class, at the movies, driving, you name it. Quick reminder that Andrews
What?
does actually know her stuff.
No. So okay, so that entire scene is fucking weird. She has all of her books out. It's books she read, which I don't know why they're all out. She's watching a documentary about the storm overtaking Skull Island, wiping out the Iwi people, and saving of Gia, events she already knows about. And
should
stuff
listen to
that
them.
we know about as the audience, so it doesn't even work for an exposition dump. Like,
It's funny he doesn't talk about that.
We have to remind the audience because they're morons.
like, that's why Kong isn't fucking Hollow Earth to begin with. Like, what? That's why Gia's was adopted by Eileen. Like, what the fuck are we talking?
She
You
doesn't
have
even
to
know.
bear in mind a lot of the people who saw this movie might not have seen the previous one.
Probably not. But like, why are you coming to
Yeah.
watch it?
Because
Because
they
it's
want
the
to watch
spectacle
Monkey
movie
fight
of the
Zilla.
summer. And
well, no, but there's the flaw in the logic though. So it's like, why are you watching? Because the spectacle thing. Oh, you mean like the last movie?
Yeah.
No, yes, literally yes. Just like the last movie, it's just a spectacle movie and it doesn't matter. So people are so uninvested in the plot that whether they did or did not see the last one, you still need to re-establish all this shit because nobody gave a fuck the first time round.
Yeah.
Then just do the movie of the smashing the action figures together.
You would think.
Yeah.
And therefore, you're already on a higher tier than the people who made the movie.
Exactly.
Yay!
My autism, it frightens me sometimes.
Things are coming up, Millhouse.
Yeah. They also missed out. He. I think. Wait. Yeah. This is where she goes to Black Alex Jones. He skipped like the whole Gia like freaking out, feeling like a freak and isolated from everybody because she's like the last of her people, and Eileen trying to like help her out, and then her.
That's because he
drawing the
couldn't ding it,
patterns.
probably.
Well, I could. But the thing is, that's more of a defensible ding where it's like, haha, an attempt at characterization, and it's like, yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad one, but
I can't hear you over the dinging noise.
Where will you be when the next
Getting 80s nostalgia vibes from a brand new movie is a trip.
and personal
Oh my
What?
god.
Such a nothing. Nope,
Ah,
that was a
literally,
nothing
car-
ding.
Car keys, car keys, the car keys.
I'm almost
you know
tempted
how what was it, Stranger Things was like an actual currently ongoing fucking series
We even
that
have one of
anchored
the.
itself on 80s nostalgia,
we even
mainly
have one of the
directed at
Stranger Things.
people who didn't live in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we even have one of the Stranger Things here. Look, she's right there.
About your hopes and dreams.
Wait, was she in this movie?
Nope.
No,
Millie
she
Bobby
wasn't.
Brown was
She
not.
wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't.
She
Fuck,
got-
man, I
she-
just made
she-
that up.
She got the fuck out.
Yeah, she was like, Drake, help me, and he's like, yep.
He was Amzo.
So, right now, so I've decided I'm gonna start. Anytime he just does basically a nonsense joke thing, I'm keeping track now. I just quickly opened a browser tally clicker
Okay.
thing. So for right now, I know we're at 23 dings already, but I'm like, no,
Dings
for this
are us.
80s vibe thing that makes no fucking sense. That's a click.
Getting 80s nostalgia vibes from a brand new movie is a trip.
And personal belongings, because Godzilla may not care about your hopes and dreams, but Gargantua does. Oh!
Listen to Bernie crushing those ad reads. It's harder than it looks. I mean, not for one take leap, obviously. Also, I see no way that Gargantua Insurance isn't operating at a loss. Would be like exclusively offering trampoline insurance.
Garden party.
What do you mean?
Well, no, it's like every other kind of insurance. They just have a bunch of clauses that means that whenever the inevitable thing actually does happen, they just still don't have to pay out.
But like,
Yeah, we're
Well, that's a car insurance.
but like having that's like the one bit of world building. It's like, oh, Titan insurance. That makes sense.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wasn't
that's
that
why.
like a joke in like one of the? Am I tripping, or was that in like a different thing? There was like superhero insurance or whatever.
It
That
might have
was,
Wait, was that in
I
the
think-
boys? Was it in the boys?
It's either the boys or the MCU.
Trampoline? You hurt yourself on the box. $1 million? You'll take it. Thank you.
You cut your hair. Highlights, too. It's nice.
Compliments.
You're gonna.
She looked better with
Nope.
long hair. Gonna
Compliments.
just gonna say
Hey,
Click.
we did it. Hey.
that. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna say that she
Character
looked
said
she looked
line.
better with long hair. I'm just gonna say that.
She did.
So, like, I can already tell we're gonna deal with how many. Do you guys want to take a bet? Either we're probably gonna get a hugging win, a beautiful beard win, and probably another compliment one.
I don't know. I don't know Cinema Wins that well enough to know his tropes.
Anything nice is normally like what causes it.
Yeah. Oh, here's a fun fact that I remembered. It was on. This is way back in the day on his BVS wins video. Someone asked him to do Twilight, and he said, "Not even I can find good in those."
Again.
Doesn't that go?
Well,
Doesn't
yeah,
that
I
go,
was gonna say the last one is objectively fucking hilarious.
Isn't it? But his whole thing is to find the positive, and
That
in
was
damn
like
near
that was like
everything.
several years ago. Like this was like back like.
Oh, so
2016,
before he became a
2017.
brain dead
Yeah,
moron that
yeah.
basically said that all negativity is stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like your face. What the hell?
Yeah.
Completely insane.
No, the patterns are the same in the middle section.
Aw, they get each other. Insane people unite.
Especially this
What?
one.
Click.
troll.
But they're not insane. I mean, Black
It's
Alex
just
Jones
him.
is insane, but like Eileen isn't insane.
This one troll named
She's
Godzilla
debatable.
is 64. You
She's
ever
not
heard
even
of him?
leaning.
Look, this film dabbles in the out there, the science fiction, the fantasy, but Ghidorah stands 64? That guy is the realest part of this movie.
What? What?
I mean, you realize that could just be a meme name.
Or like, you know, one of those crazy fucking people who is like basically a terrorist.
Yeah, maybe it's Charles Dance.
You know what? That German artist did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Again, wouldn't know because everyone loves me and I assume all my fans are Genesis stans.
Are you the new boss?
Click. Then
Oh, right.
nothing to do with
From
the movie.
Terminator Genesis?
Wait,
Is that
No,
what that
he's
meant?
he's probably talking about the band.
I don't
Is he?
know.
Or the book of the
There-
Bible. You know.
Oh,
I do
Or
not.
That would be hilarious. Like all those stands for Genesis.
No, seriously, someone calls themselves fucking Genesis Stan or like Crusader Enjoyer. I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy's hardcore insane.
Yep. But tell me, Lee, why don't snakes eat dust?
It's down at the mess, the Monarch Hollow Earth Station, the MHES, the mess.
Yeah, nobody calls it that.
Oof, been there. But really, the people I feel for the most are the med students on their first rotation who haven't heard anyone talk about blood urea nitrogen as BUN yet, or call the post-anesthesia care unit the PACU. For the record, those are both wrong. It's B-U-N and PAC-U. I honestly just can't lead any aspiring doctors astray. Oh, poor.
What was that?
Click.
Nothing. Nothing. In many words.
We only went
because like I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
We only
that wasn't funny at all. Maybe there's a fucking med student somewhere who's just fucking shitting his pants and like, oh my god, that was hilarious. But like, I don't see it.
In the corporate world, there's a very particular flavor of like 40 to 50-year-old management type who's been in the like workforce for so long that he's mastered the art of like telling non-jokes. Statements that sound kind of humorous but are not actually jokes, so that nothing can ever feel disparaged, and he's completely HR safe as like a survival mechanism. So that's what that sounds like.
So you're saying that Lee is that alien supervisor in the Facebook video that tagged you in forever ago?
Yes. Literally yes.
So we move ever since I started this, like we're only moved like 2 minutes forward, and I'm already at 5.
Oh my god. Also, I don't believe for a single second somebody would draw this like image of Godzilla eating pizza, because Godzilla would not be viewed favorably at all.
He could be viewed favorably though.
He could, and I'm not saying that people wouldn't.
Yeah, but I'm saying there is definitely a chance somebody would have drawn this. Like,
I know,
not to get too political, but in our climate,
right, yes,
like, let's be fair, dude.
Yeah.
Also, not even that. Like, to reference a different movie for a moment, in Pacific Rim, we had kaiju fans.
That's true.
I thought they looked fucking awesome.
Dude, in our real world, there are wars on terror and people rooting for the terrorists. Like, it's not that big a fucking stretch.
I know. My brain just goes to a thing where it's like, remember when he destroyed Pensacola? Remember when he blew a hole to the center of the
see, the thing is, Jake, that some men just want a tangerine.
Would you like one? No, son!
I saw a man holding a chimpanzee with a tangerine. So
there are
the whole chimpanzee.
Tiny men.
Dude, I showed that clip to a friend of mine, and only after like the 7th mention of tangerine did he turn to me and say, "Oh yeah, by the way, I've never actually seen The Dark Knight."
Oh,
so he was like mega fucking confused.
Oh, I was referencing Kaldor Drago from TTS.
Oh yeah,
I know. Well, both Max and myself are referencing a very funny YouTube poop.
I would go to there and see you across the restaurant with a bloody chimpanzee.
Banksy. Wait, is that Knifehead? Pacific Rim crossover confirmed?
No.
Click.
Solid reminder that Godzilla isn't always the most careful, and he's not technically on our side. Stay out of his airspace. But
but he just goes around just casually destroying shit that's probably been around for quite a while and may have some historical precedence, and we're just gonna forget that it fucking happened.
Yeah,
but I mean, at the end of the day, though, like there is a bit where it's like, yeah, what are we gonna do besides piss him off more?
Well, no, it's not about attacking him. It's about like the actual state of this universe and how people would react. Like not necessarily like demanding something be done.
Yeah, I would, because I was bringing this up to Jake when we were watching the Birdman talk about Cinema Sins, talking about this movie. And it's just like, yeah, there'd be tons of people that would essentially, regardless of the circumstances, go, he's breaking our shit, though.
Yeah, and like again, Honolulu, San Francisco, Boston, Hong Kong, that one city in Mexico, I can't remember its name, all utterly... Oh, Seattle, I believe, as well. All, like, decimated, destroyed, reduced to rubble. Like, this shit just constantly happens. Pensacola, last movie, Pensacola, Florida, got utterly wrecked.
Yeah, the monsters didn't even go there.
That's just Florida.
Yeah.
This is Detroit. And then this is Detroit after the attack.
No, it's the same, though. We just wanted to make you feel better. They didn't actually come here.
I appreciate that they label him with his proper... name.
And what happens if Godzilla starts heading this way?
And we all run like hell.
You know there's gonna be fun when the contingency plan is run away.
All the
very fast.
sparks.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's Vet Bro. I do not like this character.
Oh yeah, this guy, my favorite character.
I'm sorry. I'm
I thought this man was very entertaining.
Yeah,
I
he
hate
was
know
this
great.
guy
Matthew
so
Crowley's
much.
in this, and we could all
You
strive to
were
be one.
swooning in the theater. Don't fucking lie.
Was not you liar.
No,
Fight,
yeah, this
fight,
is
fight, fight.
I was like, oh my god, and it's
Oh,
it's an Australian.
Oh well, that's the end of that.
10th as cool as he is in this one scene and never achieve it. Yeah, new teeth always do feel weird at first, and it goes to show that it was bad, because Kong put himself completely at the mercy of the humans.
Which is one part that I actually kind of like, where it shows these are the only this close thing he has to what you could consider to be a family.
Mm-hmm.
And because if he had other Kongs with him, they probably would have ripped it out for him. So he's going to the place. But then again, he just so happened... Well, I mean, that's the kind of the implication, like, where if he had other Kongs and stuff, if they would have seen he had, like, an infected tooth, they probably would have ripped it out, because it's causing him pain.
I don't think that at all. I
I
think
don't
he
think
would
that
have
at
just
all.
ripped it out himself.
One of the main pitfalls of monkeys versus humanity is that they have not, in fact, discovered dentistry.
But you have to understand but no, shut up. You have to understand. They understand the symbolic significance of art and a throne. Remember
This is true. They did invent.
They have their own architecture. They
God,
have
I
their
hate it
own
when you-
technology.
Hate it when
They
you do that.
understand the concept of a chair.
A throne. They understand what that means and represents and what that signifies. Meaning that if they saw someone with an infected tooth, it's not far-fetched to understand, hey, bro, I got you, but this is going to hurt,
But-
and they would rip it out.
I don't.
hate it.
Well,
hate
I
it when
think.
chicks
I think
write.
it's.
It's so fucking right.
I think the.
God damn it.
I think it's
This
the
movie's so
methodology.
stupid. It's so dumb.
I
can't
think
believe
it's the
how stupid
methodology
this
that we
fucking
might be
movie is.
disagreeing on, because you're making it sound like they'd use tools when it's like they probably just hit him in the face.
Motherfucker, they invented thrones and shit. Like that's in this universe.
Remember, they had a slot in their temple. They put the axe in, and all of it like lit up, and it did shit. You remember? They have stairs. They have doors that you can push open. So it's not like just big rock in front of a thing. No, it's like push doors. What are you talking about?
I hate this movie. I hate these movies so much.
It's because their intelligence is so
I
fucking
really do.
inconsistent.
They
They
really
did all
do.
this stuff and then.
But they got wiped out by the skull crawlers on Skull Island, except for one. Just
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
Well, yeah. Naturally.
Tried that back in college, but didn't really work. What was it she said to me? Trapper, you are not a serious person.
Surprised it didn't work.
Oh man, the Zack Snyder school of characterization. I see.
Wait. Surprised it didn't work because it worked on the Roy kids. What? In the action? What is that?
That might be a reference.
If
that
that's a
we're not aware of.
reference to nothing that's in this film, it's getting a click.
Okay.
Because it worked on the Roy kids. They killed him, right? That's a fan theory?
What?
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 I click.
Fuck are you talking about? What the fuck's that? Ugh.
By the way, I want to point out that this middle tooth is an important plot point. Just gonna point that out there.
Gee, love that you're hyping up our handsome, lonely, fluffy guy.
Your guest has been
Click.
asking for you.
Seriously, am I in 1987? What is this score? No, seriously, what is this piece of music? I'm asking you. Shazam failed me, Soundhound failed me, it's not on the soundtrack, it's not listed in the needle drops. I literally split the 7.1 audio channel apart to try to figure it out, and I'm tempted to just let it play so the owner will give me a copyright claim, because what is it?
It's probably
So it's a
original
good thing you
soundtrack.
paused because
It's
I don't-
probably it's probably an original soundtrack they made for the fucking movie.
they said it's not in the OST.
It's not.
No.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
what-
he
yeah.
said.
Yeah,
That's what he said,
said.
Max. Are
Yeah.
you not paying attention?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm sick and I hate this guy, so no, I wasn't paying attention.
That is
Oh,
that is a
also-
perfectly fair stance to have.
But at the same time, though, like it's probably an original song, even though it's not in the original soundtrack. Like that's what it's usually how
It's
it works.
weird that yeah they wouldn't put it in the.
But then it would
soundtrack.
need to be credited
Yeah.
Hollywood credit things are very like particular about this shit.
I wonder if it's copyright free and thus they genuinely just didn't think they needed to.
That might be it too.
Because
As we
they're
discovered,
assholes.
we discovered in our D&D
I don't know
campaign.
that they're allowed to use copyright-free shit for major productions.
Ooh.
I think that's like an actual sticking point.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but they don't do it commonly, and I feel like it came up before where there's a reason that they don't.
Who wants to do the Googling? We have all of human knowledge all compressed into a device. Who wants to look it up?
Not
I mean,
it,
I'm
because
currently Elden Ringing, so
I'm currently in control of the pause button.
All right.
I'm currently GTIing, so.
Can Hollywood use copyright-free music?
I mean, sorry, I'm focusing. Me and Slur are focusing on the video.
The owner will give me
100%.
a copyright claim because what is it?
Blah, 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 blah.
It sounds like fucking 4 strings, like over and over again. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like, it kind of sounds like fucking nothing, but yeah.
A working theory?
Yeah, telepathic alien language.
Alien. What an idiot. But yeah, everything else is pretty much accurate.
What?
It's confirmed Ghidorah came from space. Click.
Yeah, say, wait, didn't you had Ghidorah's an alien?
Well, no, it's not that aliens. He's not saying that it's not that aliens don't exist. It's just that signal does not come from aliens. Although, to be fair, the way he said it implied that aliens don't exist in this universe.
Yeah.
Which is not true.
I know what you're talking about.
Got him. And yeah, that's the thing about kids. When you say stuff to them, they remember it. Unless it's like, please clean your room, or stop hitting your sister, help me hide this body. Silly kids.
Yes, ding the fact that we have a mother who bringing her child to the most dangerous place on the planet for no reason whatsoever. Because, I'm sorry, not no reason. A reason that doesn't make sense. Because like, you need me to communicate with Kong. It's like, no, Eileen can do sign language.
Was that a joke or was that an actual like point he was making?
Both. It was actually kind of a funny joke, but yeah, but it was one of those things that kind of leads to nothing.
Yeah, but like,
all right,
so
click.
So like Eileen, like can speak sign language. I believe Eileen was the one that was teaching Kong sign language. I would need to go back and watch that scene from the first from the previous.
She was trying to.
She was trying to, and he had picked it up and he had learned it. And communicating with Kong is utterly irrelevant to their entire goal and mission. Kong is just here to get the metal tooth for later. Because him coming up to this portal right next to them just so happens, because he has no fucking idea which ones are which. If he does, that's stupid and nonsensical. So, like, it's just this massive contrivance for later, and they don't need to talk to him in order to do what they're doing. So there's no reason to bring Gia with them at all. And it's irresponsible to do so.
He's the key to
The fact that that's fucking true makes me want to just eat my fucking foot.
I literally heard him like I just heard it for like a split second. You just
I can actually hear him buffer in real time.
You can just hear him spaz out for a second.
Because Shammy's right.
She's totally right, but that's just funny because I just heard you like, nah!
Well, it's because like it is a re-worthy cause. Because like, oh my god, why is she the key to everything?
Have I mentioned Kong's beautiful beard?
You're right, Wyatt.
I know this fucker way too well.
Sounds like a detriment to your health, actually.
Yeah.
Well, this one is hardwired by Jordan F. That was easy, and it's amazing, as is the Right Stuff walk. The crazy thing is that Rebecca, Dan, and Kaylee probably had no clue
Who cares?
just how cool they were gonna look.
Who cares?
I'm no stranger to danger. I didn't mean to rhyme that time.
Ha! Double rhyme. Don't despair. I've been there. We're on the same journey, Bernie.
Stop it.
Come on, that one. Okay,
No.
come on, that one was fine.
I didn't find it funny.
We can be bad faith all we want
laughed.
to. That was kind of a silly joke. Let's let it slide.
It's not the worst, I will agree, but
There you go. See, I had to twist your arm a little bit, but it's there.
What does this have to do with the point of the movie?
It's fine. It's some. Well, the thing is, like, the thing about that, it'd be fine if it was if the rest of the video had like cogent points and you had like a couple jokes sprinkled in. But when you have them like stacked on top of each other so frequently, it just loses its effect.
Well, I mean, there is a point to be made that like it is one thing to be entertaining to your audience as well.
Yes,
not just to be fucking like completely like one's like
Then-
note and shit like that.
Then
So,
just
like,
make the joke and don't add it to the fucking counter.
yeah, okay, that's one thing I can't really
adding
defend.
your own joke to the counter is stupid.
That's why every time it keeps happening, I just
Unless
keep
the
clicking as
point
well.
unless the point is like, haha, that was a funny joke kind of thing.
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
maybe.
when he's
God,
talking
see,
about,
like I feel like I could just throw so many hoops for this motherfucker. I hate it.
like, I understand, yeah, if he's like trying to go along with a joke that was being said, all right, that's like he's trying to go along with the movie. But when he's just like, huh, kids, am I right? Ding, and it's like, nope, you're that has nothing to do with what's going on.
Spoiler alert, you're already mostly water. Ha, got him with the science facts.
Moving on.
This movie could be the ship following Kong around Hollow Earth with this music playing for 2 hours and I'd still love it.
Bro, it could literally be like flashing seizure colors and you'd still love it. Like,
yeah, what a telling statement. This movie could literally just be colors, shapes, and sounds, and I would still love it. You know what, man? I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'd like all of us would watch that kind of movie if we like, especially if depending on who of us was high as hell, and it would probably be entertaining.
More entertaining than this.
Like I said, Kitty Lizard is on his own side. Even if he seems to fight for us, it doesn't mean there aren't massively negative sides.
So this is kind of one thing that I like is that this is the, I believe, second time in the franchise's history we've seen Godzilla actually absorb radiation.
Also, he's wrong on that point.
Even
There aren't massively negative side effects for life on Earth. King of the Monsters actively showed that just the kaiju's existing
negative
heals the planet.
Negative.
Yeah,
there aren't. Oh, right.
Are you saying that it is negative, or are you like naysaying his statement?
I'm saying it was shown that there are no negative side effects to the kaiju. Like, as far as like the movie was actively telling us the Earth is like healing, like the coral reefs come back. Godzilla became a tourist destination.
Titan waste was being considered as an alternative energy source.
Like, this is where he's forgetting the previous movie. Just one of the previous movies just basically said, no, these are nothing but good things.
Yeah, the only one that seemed to have any negative impact on the planet was Ghidorah. That's because he's a fucking alien.
Yeah, and he was causing the kaijus to wake up earlier than the actual schedule.
If on Earth. Also love that we get his classic theme before we even see him.
Okay, that's not his classic theme. That's the remix, you idiot.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like, we all know it's the bump 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 bump. Like that wasn't his theme at all.
The King of the Monsters theme is objectively better too. You have like the chanting in the background. It's like, oh, it's amazing. You have like that huge crescendo near the end. Like, yeah, no, the version in this movie is lame.
I always kind of wonder what this feels like to Godzilla. Somewhere between a sledgehammer and a light feathered tickle is my guess. He seems mostly unbothered, but that could just be due to his badassery.
Could you imagine how demoralizing it would be? It's like nothing we do actually matters. Like,
plus, why are we using drones, something that's known for hitting something at a really far away distance? Why are we crashing them into him?
So we don't use jets, and Godzilla doesn't, kill more people.
I mean, why are we flying them point blank in his face when jets are known to be in the thousands of feet of air and shooting from really far away?
Because how else is he supposed to make them go boom?
What were you gonna say, Max?
No, I was just saying, yeah, they're long distance strikes. We literally just watched a really good movie about how jets can usually do stuff from far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point. Like, it's almost like we've advanced so far with our technology, at least, that we don't need to do like the 1940s thing where it's a bunch of planes and or.
Well,
like,
no. Honestly, like real talk though, like if Godzilla was real,
I'll be right back.
I have a very strong feeling we'd fuck him up.
That's okay. Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Thank
just
you.
it is what it is. Like it's like yeah, Godzilla can tank like a couple explosions. Yet we wouldn't drop a couple.
Yeah,
well, it would depend on which
would-
version, because you have to take into consideration.
This Godzilla, okay, but a lot of the movie Godzillas, no, we'd fuck him up. Like that's just it.
Well, I mean, like Heisei Godzilla, you would not scratch at all.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like this one. The
I
fucking
think
American
this
one.
well, this version
and hell,
also,
even
also was
and in one of the fucking American versions, we did fuck him up.
Well, that's actually that's not Godzilla. They
At the end of
the
day,
rights
you
and
have to
renamed
remember
it.
is there's a whole lot of weapons in the human arsenal that we don't use because we don't want to fuck over our own species.
Mm-hmm.
He is made of meat.
Yes.
We have virus bombs.
That is
we don't
true.
need to use radiation.
That-
we don't
that
need
is
to
true,
use
yeah.
raw
We don't-
explosive power. We can fuck him up by having him eat something with anthrax in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's
That
multiple
part I
solutions.
agree with. Yeah.
I do not believe that it's a vast underestimation of like just the sheer firepower and ingenuity that the human race is capable of when it comes to these things.
In Godzilla vs. Biollante, they developed an anti-nuclear bacteria, and it almost worked. To the point where it crippled Godzilla to where he's just literally like recovering from it.
Yeah.
For several years, he was recovering from it.
That's the thing. I've noticed I'm kind of sick of just like barely anything we do works on him. When it's like we've got a lot of things that cause a lot of damage.
There's just like depending on the creator of the movie, there's just like this like massive incompetency of the military, and I really don't like that aspects of a lot of movies.
And it also does depend on the Godzilla, because some are like they can just their cells can survive trips through black holes.
Yeah, but at the same time, it still doesn't disprove my point. A lot of the times,
no,
the
I
military
agree,
show
yeah.
to basically do fuck all.
Yeah,
Think about just how how an AC-130 works.
Yeah.
For example,
don't
it's
know
thousands
how-
of feet in the air, and
It
regardless
rapid-
of the
it
caliber
rapid-
of its weaponry,
it rapid fires fucking tank shots from afar, like Jake, and along with machine guns and all sorts of crazy shit. And if Godzilla's a threat, we're not sending one.
and not to mention,
they're gonna be so high in the fucking orbit that Godzilla won't know the fuck hit him before like he starts getting holes in his neck.
And I do think like a mother of all bombs would at the very least cripple him.
You know, I'm surprised they don't aim for his gills, because this version of Godzilla has gills, so I'm surprised they don't actually aim for those.
Or his eyes.
Or his eyes, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't know if he has the thing from Shin Godzilla where he's got those eye coverings.
He would probably have a nictating membrane just to see under the eye, but just to see underwater, but I don't know how thick it would be. It might not be for defense.
But I'm curious about how many thousands of pounds of explosives will get rid of that fucking cover.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
I don't think
always
it would be
been
for,
my.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be adapted for
against...
defense. It would just be adapted to see underwater. It probably wouldn't. You know, it probably would. It's not.
So
it's
when
not like
it's
the one from
facing
Shin
up,
Godzilla.
so when it's facing up against like Japan's military, I understand they have a very small military because of like the consequences.
Yeah, but even
of
in the
World War
fucking,
II.
but even
But
like the old Godzilla movies, they bust out fucking like maser cannons and shit like that.
They literally have anti-kaiju weapons that like do something, but not enough.
Yeah, they show that the military is actually trying to adapt to something, and whereas in these movies the military does fuck all.
Yeah,
they
like,
tried to make Mechagodzilla, but they were the bad guys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then I think it was the Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, which isn't a sequel, but that's a whole other point. Is that they actually managed to exploit a weakness, and they almost kill Godzilla, but then Rodan comes in and saves the day, quote unquote.
I also just don't believe there wouldn't be a general or something that would see all this, and it's like, all right, we'll hit him again with more powerful shit. We won't stop because
we don't.
Because what else are we supposed to do?
Because the thing about it, like at the very least with King of the Monsters, he shows up like he hasn't showed up at all since the San Francisco stuff. He's just been in the ocean, like chilling, not bothering anybody. But
yeah,
like,
but
whereas
after King of the Monsters, he's been showing up every 20
exactly,
minutes.
Exactly. Like, so, like, yeah, he's been like attacking and destroying Pensacola. So it's like, I don't. They even developed the oxygen destroyer, which they fucking wasted. Just whatever. That's a whole different point. But yeah, they really haven't tried anything, because it's like, oh yeah, no, we're lucky Godzilla's fighting the battles we can. It's like, well, what if we started fighting those battles for him and he would just fuck off and leave us alone more? How about
and hopefully
that?
Die.
Well, he wouldn't die of old age. He's like
he's
like 200 million years old.
I know. One could hope that this stupid evil lizard that keeps destroying our shit keeps destroying our shit.
But that doesn't make him evil.
Doesn't matter. Humanity would adapt. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like,
back to the video.
What?
So what?
So can we get back to the video?
No.
No, because
we're actually pointing out a flaw with the movie through
but that's that's all I was trying to say, is that we would eventually adapt, and I don't like how it's not shown off.
Yeah, it's weird that like in the case of this movie, we took like 50 drones and just chucked them at him, when it's like those things wouldn't even be near him.
Or like, again, the orca exists. The technology to reproduce exists. You don't even need to necessarily have weapons. You can just lure his ass away to someone.
Yeah, that's fair as well.
Yeah, like if the whole idea is like we don't want to hurt him or kill him or whatever, like we can discuss how dumb that is or whatever. But like, if you just don't want to hurt him or kill him, lure him away. Make him fuck off in a different way. Like, maybe find like certain like energy signatures or smells or sounds that he cannot stand and will not go near. Like, there's such a multitude of ways that you can protect yourself from Godzilla or from other monsters to keep them and make them fuck off and go away. But since you guys have control of that, you can like respond. I'm gonna go get something to eat because dinner's ready.
Okay.
Sure, I guess. Well, I'll rock it.
I said my piece. Bye.
My stream.
Bubble, nuclear pulse. Regardless, Godzilla is back, baby. I love the distorted anamorphic lens technique.
What?
He's basically saying like, "Oh, Godzilla did a cool thing. We're so back."
He ate the radiation. We in there, boys.
That keeps popping up, makes dreams and reality blur together.
Oh, that's not Kong. That's something else.
Let's get off the ground before that something else comes back.
See, I knew Trapper was the coolest because caution and risk mitigation is cool. Kong seems to say,
or, you know, like.
Well, yeah. How about when he throws that caution out the window when a mosquito bites him?
Yeah, exactly.
When it's God knows how many diseases that would be in Hollow Earth that humans would not be ready to combat against with their current immune systems.
Exactly. Like if like again, like a fucking disease that can kill something like a Muto or Godzilla or like hamper them would like annihilate the human race.
Yeah, remember Shammy and Jake when I was asking like malaria, for example, is transported through mosquitoes, correct?
Yes.
When it's like this could be like an ultra form of malaria that we have like no cure for.
Malaria.
Yeah, it's like super malaria.
his battle axe for special occasions. New blue area of Hollow Earth, axe time. Good old
ding.
Rua.
Oh,
Scrappy Kong.
He dings the
Kong is a cutie pie.
No.
Go into movies blind. Only
I hate the fucking Dewey monkey. I hate him.
It's why the best part of it is when he just picks it up and uses it as a weapon.
Wait, are you calling it Dewey Monkey from like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle?
Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
yeah, because he looks like Dewey from Malcolm.
He looks exactly like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. It's kind of crazy.
Wonder what that actor looks like now.
Hopefully he went away.
Watching trailers.
I hope he looks the exact same, but like 30 years old.
I don't think they actually give Scrappy Kong his name in the movie. I think it's just a completely meta thing. His name being Suko. Oh, and he.
After, but through osmosis, I'd seen this still of Suko as a cute little scared ape, so this moment is even more of a surprise.
It's ding.
Kong knows he's in danger, but he's too excited to see another Titan ape. Perfect expression.
I don't
And
think he knows
imagine
he's in
going
danger.
Hey, Slur. Here you go. Here's a picture
from
of
being
adult
alone in the
Dewey.
universe to pinned down by 3 of your own kin.
God, I'm scared to open this picture.
I mean, like, does Cinnamon Wings think that, like, there wasn't any kind of conflict with the Kongs of Skull Island? Like, no fights or, like, no, like, splitting up of,
He would probably
groups
tell
of
you
a
we
certain
don't know because they were all dead.
Kill yourself,
Also, hi, have you met Kong? He don't mess. And while you...
Well, no, they haven't.
Click.
You gotta respect Mini Kong's pluck. He clearly doesn't know the king. Also, genuinely laughed out loud at Kong slapping the other apes with the little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the only moments.
I haven't seen it since. It just caught me off guard.
The fact that Slur, when he was watching it, shared a clip of just the Dewey Kong being used as a fucking club was probably the funniest thing in the movie.
It is objectively the best thing about this movie.
It is, yeah.
The fact that he chucks the motherfucker too.
Yeah, Dewey Kong could be used as a projectile weapon.
But why isn't Dewey Kong injured from that?
Why is he not dead?
So I could maybe believe he's not dead, but not injured. No, he'd be
think about how much head trauma, like that was just him being impacted against the skulls of the other Kongs.
Why should he be harmed? Why should it harm him to fulfill his true purpose of existence?
It's funny. There's literally a moment in Baki where somebody's used as nunchucks. And it said that if a normal person did this, they'd be completely fucked because of how fast they're being swung.
But this person isn't normal. He's a genetic freak.
And I'm
literally, yes. That's. Think of like wrestling promo dialogue. That's just the plot of Baki.
Yeah. And like power scaling through kayfabe is basically Baki as well.
Oh yeah, because in kayfabe, like characters can like annihilate entire worlds.
That's why King is my favorite character from Tekken, because he's if kayfabe was canon.
It's still real to me, damn it.
He can Irish whip people IRL. Jake.
What the fuck is an Irish whip?
So
Irish whip. Oh wait, hang on. You don't know what an Irish whip is? Okay, so
No.
it's the simplest, it's the most used thing in all of fucking wrestling. It's when you grab somebody and then you throw them into the ropes. They bounce off the ropes and then run back at you.
Yeah, that's an Irish.
It
whip.
is
I didn't even know that had a name.
Yeah,
I figured it had a name because it's normally followed up like when they bounce off the ropes, it's normally followed up by a clothesline.
Yeah.
Clothesline,
or like a grapple
big,
or whatever.
Yeah, clothesline, big
Hurricanrana.
boot, power slam.
But like
typically
it's
clothesline,
but obviously an Irish whip isn't real because that means somebody has to fucking continue running.
Yeah, 'cause when like somebody who's like actually in a fight would just stop their momentum at the ropes.
At the ropes.
Yeah.
Fun fact: those ropes hurt too. So.
Oh yeah, they hurt a lot worse
So
back in the day because they used boxing rings.
Yeah,
well, it's because those ropes, despite being covered probably with like a thin layer of velvet, those are giant ass springs, aren't they?
Yeah,
basically.
because some wrestlers
Basically,
use
yeah,
them to spring off.
they're not actually like spongy and bouncy. To my understanding, they're like, you know, on a trampoline, the actual spring on the rim of the trampoline.
Yeah,
They're
those
kinda
like hundreds
that.
of springs.
So yeah, you don't.
Good guy, Kong. But yeah.
So I think so. This scene could have had a lot of neat potential, because like, oh yeah, he saves him, but then he has to kill him because he goes and kills him. But there's no like looking at the knife and kind of going, huh. Now, it sucks I had to do that. No contemplation of the fact he had to kill one of his own. He just moves on and says, hey, fucking Dewey, show me where the others are, you little shit.
Here's a eel face.
But Kong saves you and you still try to kill him? Comeuppance. And I think we all get why he saves him at first. It's like, do we have a misunderstanding here? Are we really each one of 5 remaining great apes? Let's talk this out, brother. Oh, never mind. Bye.
No. Kind of, but like
that's a fair. That's a fair.
I love how
point.
it only makes sense when he completely like just makes up dialogue for it.
Yeah, he just and because the scene has no dialogue because they can't talk.
The scene has no dialogue, but I feel like his dialogue is basically as a fair representation of what happens. Yeah, it's a fair representation of like what goes down there.
I could
Yeah, it
see
was a
that.
decent scene. I didn't hate it.
So like I could see that. For me, I considered it more or less like, oh, I don't want this one to die.
Although granted, I was still laughing because Dewey Kong was used as a club.
Well, yeah, that's the only reason to watch the scene.
The sound design. Similar to when Kong used Suko as a weapon, there's an almost hollow sound to the conks. Man, my phone has better stabilization than this, but I appreciate that he's bringing out the real gear for his dock.
I'm getting eaten alive out here.
Ha! Not yet.
So they can grow their eggs.
She needs a hold of me.
Now he has super malaria. You've
Wait
doomed
for
the
it.
whole
Let's
race.
see if
Sweet, but hell to the no, bro. Heard of dengue fever? You think Hollow Earth malaria is gonna be less fatal?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it a ding?
Yeah, why is it a ding? Why is it?
It's
a
not a
ding?
win.
That's not a win. That's a flaw.
And finally, we have completed the Cinema Ding circle, where he is now not only just dinging things that are nothing, but dinging things that should be anti-dings.
Yes. Yep. Oh my god.
In flesh.
It's probably just a carcass.
How could she dig? Sorry.
Mikhail, hold up.
The smell alone would be enough, but there's actually some science behind gut feelings, as our bodies sense plenty of things quicker than our conscious minds. You were lied to in grade school. You have way more senses than 6. Yes, even beyond seeing dead people.
I'm gonna trust my state-of-the-art thermal over here.
This is kind of like a weird nomenclature thing because, okay, your sense of equilibrium, your ability to detect where gravity is pointing, that is a sense. But is it a sense in the same way that, it gives input to the brain like sight or sound or anything? It's a whole fucking thing.
Wouldn't it be related to our sense of sound, considering like it has everything to do with our ears?
No, it would actually be closer to feel.
Literally, no. You can receive exactly 0 audio input and still be able to tell where down is.
Well, isn't like the semicircular canals part of the ear? I know it has something to do with sound, but isn't it part of that structure?
That's what I was saying.
And your nervous system is part of your skin. Like, the part of the body it's attached to is unrelated to the sense that you're feeling.
I'd say it's closer to actual sense of feel, like a touch.
Yeah, I would say
because
yeah.
It is something impacting on your body, and like you said, you can always feel.
But impacting on your body is not the criteria. All of your senses impact on your body.
Well, but what I mean is like with gravity is quote unquote impacting your body.
Yeah, it's having.
You'd think so, but really, you feel it with your ears. Like, it's weird. It feels like you could tell what down is with like the weight of your own self exerting upon the world.
I mean,
but you actually don't. Like, if you get spun around up in the air, like there's this thing they do when they're training astronauts where they fly them up real high and then they just nosedive the plane to give them that sense of just absolute falling. And they're in 0G.
Yeah, it's
and
how
they're fucked.
It's how they train astronauts and how they filmed most of Apollo 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And yeah, once that sense of equilibrium, once it can no longer tell, up and down is entirely relative to like the environment you're in. Up becomes the ceiling of the plane, down becomes the floor of the plane, regardless of how the plane is oriented in space.
Fun fact
yeah, it's down to what your body tells you that it is, and your body uses your ears to do it.
Fun fact with Apollo 13, the constant like motion sickness of that is why Bill Paxton threw up in the movie. Like I've heard that was not supposed to happen.
Ventura hippy dippy all day long.
He got him with the Ace Ventura jab. The shirt is on point. But yeah, there we go. Eating a lot.
Why are we sending someone so utterly fucking incompetent and not paying attention to his surroundings down to this place? Why are we sending?
Also, why is he so like trigger happy as well against his fellow man?
Well, more importantly, why are this is something I forgot to bring up. Why are we bringing a civilian, a vet, and a vet down here? I get why Eileen is coming down here, but like, why are these two fucking retards here? Why not bring it? Why not bring multiple squads of people to fan out and search for shit?
You forgot something. The conspiracy nut, the vet, Eileen, and the child.
And the child, yes, and the child too. Which I think, if I recall correctly, is she says you're staying on the ship, and then she doesn't stay on the ship.
Yeah, because that would require the stupid child to actually listens.
No, that would require the parent to be a parent and responsible.
Both.
5. Buy a tree. I love these movies.
Read into
I know you do. You clap at anything.
Tennyson, you just watched a man get devoured by a topiary nightmare, and you want to quote Tennyson.
Brian Tyree Henry still doesn't get the love he deserves, and does anyone else get a little rush of happy chemicals when one character makes
Wait,
a way
the
out
love
there
he
reference and another
deserves? What
character
do you
picks up
mean?
on it immediately? I know you do. You're here, aren't you?
Well, he's a fine actor, but
He's a fine actor, but Blalix Jones has to be one of the worst things he's ever done.
Yes.
What has he done? I'm not recognizing any of his
He's
other
the guy
roles.
from the Eternals, which he was one of the better characters in that movie as well.
Imagine being in the Eternals.
And he was in Bird Box.
So yeah,
he was.
He was just so he's been in nothing but shit projects.
Pretty much.
Which is unfortunate. A lot of actors, like Matthew McConaughey, for the longest time was in just middling to bad movies until later in his career he actually managed to be in good movies, and people realized.
Well, yeah, it's because he gave up romantic comedies. That was literally it.
Yeah, it's and then
well, all right.
I rose the Titanic.
I mean, we can still talk. I was going to say, hold on, we're forgetting about the absolute masterpiece that is Sahara.
He rose the Titanic. Shammy, did you know that Matthew McConaughey managed to find a Civil War boat in the middle of Africa?
We will show you Sahara one day.
He also raised the Titanic.
Yeah, with the, not with like technology, but like he did like during the Lincoln commercials when he'd rub his fingers together. He did that, and he just rose it.
Yeah, they genuinely just don't explain how they, the thing that's just not scientifically possible anymore. Yeah, he did it.
No,
because if we tried to take the Titanic now, especially, the whole damn thing would fall apart.
Well, no, he's just like, all right, domain expansion. All right.
But like, I just want to make the point is that like he's like, I love this movie after just watching a guy get fucking like eaten alive.
Mm-hmm.
This weird bit where it's like, yeah, maybe not everybody loves watching just people die for no fucking reason.
Yeah, like it's not.
I made the joke about saying, oh, well, he's a red shirt, and it's like, yeah, I don't like that aspect though. I don't like people being just jobbers.
Yeah, it's not very satisfying and not very good comeuppance when these characters just kind of die for no reason.
Yeah, and more or less you have like the professionals, quote unquote, acting like utter morons. Like I would imagine that they would be briefed on how to like act in this place, especially considering how little we know about it. Always be aware of your surroundings. Like always manage to talk at maybe like a certain like level. Don't scream, don't yell, don't shout. Like just so much stuff.
Don't let it all out.
Don't let it out. Exactly. Don't fart.
Don't
put your hands down because you do care.
Don't take off your helmet, shit like that.
Yeah, like or better, like yeah, like better yet, like they'd be like wearing like helmets or like gas masks or something, just in case there's like spores or maybe certain chemical mixtures in the air that they're not sure about.
There's nothing to indicate like that Hollow Earth in all reality would even have the same oxygen and nitrogen mixture to be.
Yeah, because it's in the center of the center of the fucking planet, but. Yeah, you're right.
But once again, the center of the planet's a weird fucking other dimension. So,
no, it was made another dimension in Monarch. Like it's strange. It's implied to be a dimension in when they enter Hollow Earth through in Antarctica in the last movie. But then when Godzilla just blows a hole through the center of the planet, it's like, so what? So, wait, Godzilla's atomic breath so strong that it can punch holes in reality.
Yeah, because I went back to quickly check while we were talking about the Birdman's video. Yeah, when they're climbing through the hole and the people are following Kong, there's no like portal or any transition or anything. Yeah, they just go. It's literally just a hole.
Yeah, it is just a hole. So it's like it's not like so within the context of the movies, it's not another like pocket dimension or something like that. So. Why is there a sun? Where is the light coming from? If is that supposed to be the core of the planet? Which, by the way, the closer you get to the planet's core, the more radioactive things become. So they should all be dying of radiation poisoning, if that's the case.
Well, I mean, if we want to get scientific about it, the fact that they're in the center of the Earth means that it should be like several thousand fucking degrees Celsius.
Well, no, that's just...
Otherwise, you would have to explain how the Earth exists.
Yeah.
When it is hollow, but still maintains.
Oh, no, like, no, that...
I mean,
no,
that's
I'm
why
referencing stuff that was stated. So.
Well, that's why in King of the Monsters, that's why they said it was just like some tunnels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it made more sense that... It made more sense that way because it's like, oh, Godzilla was able to take like shortcuts. That's why he can get from A to B in a relative short amount of time. That's why you can have these massive creatures not be discovered because there's like massive hollow pockets in places where we haven't really gone to that they can like sleep in.
And when they
remain
do
dormant.
go down
also,
there,
I'm gonna call it now. The moon is an egg.
You know what? No, the moon is a Dyson sphere that like houses an AI.
There are so many creepypastas of the moon being an egg. I kind of dig it. Not gonna lie to you.
Okay, has Cinema Dings ever talked about Moonfall?
No, and I hope. But I don't know. I'm gonna look, and if he does, it's gonna be.
I'm looking right now.
Okay.
Cinema wins. Oh, I knew it.
Seawater boiling around super radioactive Godzilla really hits home that he's a spicy boy. Unlike her.
I mean, yes, his body temperature is really high. And you want to know what happened the last time his body temperature got super high? He started melting. He got so hot he started melting buildings, and like he would he was like literally incinerated something that could regenerate. And I'll be right back.
Hey guys, he did do everything great about Moonfall.
It's a great movie.
Revision from earlier, the feathers were added in post because the filmmakers didn't want to litter the forest. Respect.
What? That was a nothing point.
Of course, Bernie's rocking the Polaroid. He wants that physical proof.
I could have created this.
Clearly, it's the mycelium? Motherland? Get some culture, people. Just skip the last 5 minutes of the finale.
She should be doing that. She shouldn't be doing that, right? Should she?
Look, the story's gotta progress, but Bernie is the only remotely sane person here. Gia's got a psychic calling, so she gets a pass, but Eileen and Trapper? A linguist and a megafauna vet? You two cray. Slimy, yet satisfying.
Ding, ding, ding. That's all I fucking hear by this point.
See, at this point, you have to wonder, like, okay, the people who are actually fans of this channel, what do they watch it for? Do they watch, like, oh, a movie I saw. He's going to run through the movie again. I'm going to see things I recognize from the movie that I saw. This triggers some kind of serotonin response. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, this was a good video.
That's why again I reference his Into the Spider-Verse video, because he actually had some experience in the printing industry, so he can actually talk about like the styles that are referenced between each comic book character, because noted like this and the style differences when showing off like the various universes. Like his video in Spider-Verse is actually rather informative, and I wish he would just do more like those. I honestly
the problem is I believe that it just comes down to like when he has more to talk about when the movie is actually good. Whereas he's just like none of his fucking dings here have actually been about the actual production of the movie or anything good about the movie. Because the movie's garbage.
Yeah, hence why honestly, Cinema Wins should always stick to good movies. Cinema Sins should always stick to bad movies.
Yeah, sins can work for bad movies, like as nitpicks and shit like that, and shit that you might not have caught, and that could point out to like things for movies. Wins is just a weird thing where like I don't know, I don't know. I'm too tired.
Wins could genuinely be educational when talking about good movies, like because he did another one when he did Hot Fuzz. He was talking a lot about Edgar Wright's editing and the way he tells his jokes. Like, oddly enough, like it's very informative, and I like those types of videos.
But did you ever consider Ding?
With my sense of scale more than Suko. He's just a little tyke who's taller than full-grown trees. His water splashes are slow motion. My brain hurts. He's technically taller than Kong was in Skull Island. Sick move by the Drowned Viper. And look,
That's a weird point.
Is he really?
I don't think. He is.
Remember,
I think.
Kong got bigger because they had to scale King Kong up to be the size of fucking Godzilla.
That's weird. That this infant is bigger than Kong was as a teenager.
Yeah, that is very strange.
More inconsistencies about the series. Who would have thought?
Mm-hmm.
Tiamat is about to show up, but the Drowned Viper is currently taking coolest looking new Titan award. Even dead, it's got teeth on its tongue.
Ding, but let's completely forget about the fact that that thing is waiting for Kong to turn around instead of just attacking him from behind or below like an ambush predator. Which is weird. It's like, it wants to fight, I guess?
Wants to eat.
Aw, seeing Zuko flinch hints that he's probably being abused. I mean, he did try to trick Kong into getting killed, but it'll take more than that to kill our tough, handsome, lonely, fluffy guy.
Hey, look, a decent scene.
Oh man, two buddies just hanging out eating snacks. Could watch hours of this. And it's pretty impressive how no words have been exchanged, and yet it's very clear where the relationship started, where it is now, and where it's headed.
Yeah, basic characterization. Could you imagine that? Like, holy shit, it can actually go someplace.
Here.
But if there's no monsters hitting each other,
What
it's
a
bad.
domain. It's like the coolest way to describe your place. Hey, so dinner was great. Should we take this someplace quieter? My domain is just around the corner. Oh, no.
That makes you sound like a serial killer.
I mean, no, that's what he's literally joking about.
Oh, okay.
That's a serial. That's what a serial killer would say. My bad. Well, Tiamat looks incredible. May have jumped the gun. Gave Tiamat the old Hawk Tua. That's what that means, right? Atomic breath that dismembers.
God, I want this fucking meme to die. It's so stupid.
Here's the thing. The meme has died. That's why it hurts so bad that he's using it.
So dumb.
It died the moment it appeared because I didn't even understand.
Yeah, because it was a fucking Facebook meme to share with coworkers.
Yeah, and the stupid bitch got like fucking millions of dollars somehow out of it for just being a dumb hoe.
Because people still think that you can become like an actual celebrity from being a meme. I thought this was just proved in like 2012.
But it was proven. She fucking got celebrity status, Slur. It's so dumb. She won millions of dollars because she said fucking Hawk Pua. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. I hate it.
What was she even talking about when she
what do you think she was talking about?
No.
Well,
don't explain it to him. Don't explain it to him.
Well, no, I know.
Anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
I know she was probably talking about something sexual and probably a blowjob, but it's like I don't understand. Like, why would you make that sound? It sounds like you're hawking up a loogie on my dick. What the fuck?
Yeah. What sound do you make when you're like gonna?
Anyway, yeah.
Let's
get off the fucking topic.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Let's get back to the fucking. Let's get back to the thing. There's more shit to talk about. I just want the meme to die because she's dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And every battle so far has only set up how serious the coming threat actually is, considering Godzilla just took Tiamat out in under a minute. Bernie always making sure he's got the footage.
I hate this place.
I love this score.
Dang.
I hate this
So,
channel.
at some point in a world of Titans and Hollow Earths and Moth Resurrections, things like Deanna Troi extrasensory empathy just seem pedestrian, right? Like if
No. What are you talking about? No,
fuck?
not at all.
What? Why are you this way?
Like, the only one that would have had any kind of telepathic abilities would be Ghidorah between its three heads, but that's also the one that's an alien, and two, it was like limited with it to control like three separate like brains.
Heads.
So that's a bit fine. But we're talking about like a race of people that were telepathic that apparently the offshoots that went to Skull Island lost that telepathic ability, which, well, first of all, why that just seems to be way too advantageous to lose via natural selection. So
Maybe being able to read minds just made you really awkward to reproduce with.
Probably, yeah.
You're the next stage of evolution.
Oh, that's autism.
Yeah, and
Oh, you mean a thing that can be weaponized?
Last time I checked, Jake and I aren't telepaths from our autism.
You don't know that.
we just have to have it awakened.
Basically.
Jude told me he could feel someone's thoughts. I'd be concerned, but it's just a Tuesday for Dr. Eileen Andrews.
No, an telepathic culture of people that use gravity bullshit to like send messages to the surface that like can resonate with Godzilla. That's like a massive discovery even for this universe. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she has not met this before, so yeah, he's way off on that one. Like
Make eye contact with them. It's considered polite.
Yeah, this is not working for me.
Points for trying, Bernie.
Wait, why would the
that got a laugh out of me in the theater.
why would the Iwi of Hollow Earth have the same culture as the ones on like?
What did I say, Shammy? It's like nigga, personal space, please. Back up.
YouTube, it's okay. Max is black. He can say it.
Probably.
Telepathically.
And Bernie's up to speed immediately.
SOS for what? They already.
Which makes me die a little inside.
Why is he right all the time?
Yeah.
Could you stop being right for 5 seconds?
Yeah, you're making all
You're
of
You're making it look like being a conspiracy theorist is like the right way to go when it's like no.
I mean it is.
You're a fucking crazy person.
No, it is. Earth's flat, dog. Earth's flat? Nah. Earth's on a turtle? Nah. Earth's a donut. Get fucked.
By the way, he forgot to I don't know if he's going to bring it up later, but he forgot to show the fact that this signal goes back, like, apparently all the way to the discovery of Skull Island. As that they were trying to signal Godzilla to do stuff, like, beforehand. Yeah. And it's like, but why? And like, and the signal had nothing to do with anything of the past movies of why the events happened. So
that was this movie ago.
Correct. Yes.
Living in a nightmare monster hellscape.
She can understand everything that you say.
She understands me. And a nightmare monster hellscape is a wonderful place to raise a family.
What do you honestly calling it a nightmare monster hell? Well, first off, would she know what a hellscape mean? Like why? Well,
how does she understand English?
Yeah, like it's one thing. Yeah,
it means the same thing to her as it does to us.
Yeah, and the thing is, right? I'm pretty sure she would probably agree if she knew. Like, what are you talking about? I don't think that's a very offensive thing to say. It's common knowledge. You look outside and you go, "Oh yeah, this place is really difficult to live in, but we make a living." I don't really see how that would be offensive. That's just an apt descriptor.
That's 3 in a row, Bernie, but also solid point.
What could possibly scare them?
We're so used to the imagery in these movies, but goodness gracious. Also, how is there a Titan with an eye as big as Kong? Like a couple miles long? Cool. That doesn't fill me with Lovecraftian dread at all.
They're not real.
What? Wait, what? What's your point, Wyatt?
Like,
yeah, fucking xenomorphs aren't real either. Fucking, it can fill you with dread, though.
Cthulhu's not real. Griffith isn't real.
You don't know that.
I hope he's not real.
Well, he did do nothing wrong.
Me and my buddy Griffith, we're best friends.
We're great crits. Falconia, nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. I agree.
All the
I had the biggest eclipse of all time.
Anyway.
I have the best god hand.
The guardians of nature and the great apes became the protectors of humanity.
So what the heck is Scar King's problem? But it explains why Godzilla seems less concerned with humans as a whole, just as a part of nature.
He was, so first off, he was always concerned of his own self-preservation. Like, that's like the driving factors of every single thing that he's ever done. Mutos, well, if these things are kept around, they'll kill me and lay eggs inside me, and I'll die. King Ghidorah, like, again, he's like a threat to me. I should go kill him. And then of course Mechagodzilla gave off the impression that Ghidorah was still alive. So like, yeah, like he's not protecting nature. He's protecting himself. What in the actual fuck-a-doodle is this nonsense?
Cinema wins. You wanted this.
I know I wanted this.
You sound upset. Maybe you need another ding.
Yeah. this channel fed a jig. Ding.
It's all he ever wanted. Just, maybe with less evil tyrant king. And he doesn't even flinch. I bet Kong and Caesar would get along. Oh man, even ape kids think it's their fault when the adults are fighting.
Abuse, funny.
Scar's roar isn't deep or louder than Kong's or as high-pitched as Godzilla's, but it's its own unique brand of terrifying. Somewhere between a bear and the warbliness of a T-Rex.
So his Scar King's introduction for like the first, I don't know, minute is fine, and then he becomes a pathetic cuck. So.
Yeah, I don't. He does a trope that our friend Shammy here made a whole fucking video about. It's crazy.
Yeah. What is that trope, Shammy?
Oh yeah. Killing your own men.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason besides to show that you're evil, Lamau.
Mm-hmm.
He's so evil.
You kill this soldier that I could very much
funny,
use to the
Shammy?
minor thing.
You know what's funny, Shammy? He basically has a dog too that he baits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. He does all your favorite tropes in one movie. So this is your movie perfect for you.
Damn,
Despite the
all
fact
these
that,
hacks are shopping at the same store.
How the fuck does that crystal even work?
Don't worry about it.
Why is it causing Ice Godzilla pain?
As the Birdman says, what? You want the mechanics explained how this works in this movie about space lizards intended for gorillas?
Yes, I do.
As a matter of fact, I do. Because then the movie would start to make sense.
No.
You can't have that, Wyatt. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
And I like that he's somewhere between a chimp and an orangutan. His saunter and nonchalant lean.
No, he's an orangutan. There's.
I did like his mannerisms though. Like, yeah, he's got big dick energy.
Oh yeah, he does.
Back, the spine whip, everything.
Who
about
was
Scar
it? Like
feels
Lanky
that.
Kong from Donkey Kong 64?
Yeah, he's Lanky Kong.
Well,
yeah, that's what he reminds me of.
Like Lanky Kong on meth.
Also, like if all of these apes are like primarily bipedal and they only get to like the quadruped gape when they're like trying to run faster or more efficiently, why is he just walking on his knuckles here instead of on his? I don't know. That's inconsistent.
It's done for dramatic effect.
It's part of.
Yeah, don't you know this is a movie?
No, this is real life.
He's the Trevor Phillips of the Kong universe.
I don't know.
Bad news. But the mockery is really the icing on the cake. Ironically, he's the most human mimicking Titan we've ever seen. He's not only about pounding his chest and asserting dominance in the typical way, he's got his own thing. And I mean, he's allowed that because of his magical crystal, but sure, use what you got.
I love how, we just said fuck it, it's a magical crystal.
Yeah, which finally I get to talk about it. So Kong having that tooth indicates that Kong was able to get to the surface, meaning that he could potentially follow Kong to go to a portal to the surface. So Kong conveniently managing to go to like the place where everybody is through one of those portals to get his tooth replaced means that like Scar King would have no unearthly idea that Kong went to the surface and therefore would not try and go to the surface.
Yeah, imagine
it's so stupid.
He understood that and was more like a Grima Worm Tongue type manipulator of the Kongs.
Yeah.
That could have been cool.
Yeah, but no, like that
you know what Scar could have been doing.
He could have been looking for a way out all this time.
But yeah, when he gets out from the place below Hollow Earth,
but you
don't, and he takes out that Monarch station.
Yeah, exactly.
Why does he go back?
Yeah, why does he go back? That's a perfect fucking question, Shannon. Why does he go back?
Don't you understand? This is a movie.
Well, don't you guys understand? We made it that way because of the plot. So,
like, why does he do that? But then the then the Birdman would come in and say, well, clearly the movie is showing you that he would do that. And it's like, I was what? Shut your fucking mouth, you hack! You gave Multiverse
I was
of Madness a
referencing-
B-.
I was referencing YMS's Walking Dead thing. Well, you see, it's written that way because we wrote it that way.
Yeah, basically. So like Kong.
I mean, that's literally all that it is, though.
Yeah. So like again, Kong's middle tooth is an important plot point. It's so contrived and stupid.
I mean, he will do the typical thing. And yeah, now I'm okay with you dying.
Oh yeah, he just killed him for no reason at all. Like it's not. It didn't even fail him in like an assignment. He just kicked him.
This is gonna get a ding.
Dying in
Yeah,
whatever
it's a
way
win.
our Monster Friendship Boys TMCR decide. But even
Well,
the way he
ding.
fights makes Kong look like the dull one, as if he studied the way every Titan fights and knows what they're going to do before they do it. I love how Scar
Makes
stops
no
with Scar's
sense. He wouldn't know how any other Titans would fight.
Yeah, he
'cause
just
he's been
made
down
that
here.
the fuck up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Like
he's been locked up for how many years down there?
like
Centuries, millennia.
thousands of
Yeah,
years or
centuries,
something. Yeah, at least a couple hundred. The last time Godzilla was in Hollow Earth, which was a long ass fucking time ago. Actually, no, didn't Godzilla go to Hollow Earth and Monarch?
No, that was a bad dream. Never happened.
Oh, okay.
The
Are
movie.
you talking
doesn't
about
even-
all of Monarch, or are you talking about that scene?
That show? Yeah.
All of Monarch, a bad dream.
Yeah,
Bad
all-
dream.
it has to
Totally
be
not getting
because
into.
it has to be because again, these movies don't reference it,
Yeah.
or at least this movie. I mean, because this is the first movie after Monarch was a thing.
Yeah, but like, so yeah, they've been down here for at least several hundred years, if not several thousand, which is probably more likely. It was the last time Godzilla was in Hollow Earth, and he's been on the surface of the planet for the fuck knows how long. Granted, before they decided to make Hollow Earth what it is, he was on the surface for 200 million years, but retcons and stuff.
Yeah, minor detail.
Yeah, minor details, yeah. But like, so I didn't really even read. I just read that as him being more experienced when more experienced when it comes to being in a fight with others. Which
I just read it as he's got an exotic weapon, so therefore the movie was gonna let him win the first round.
Or you could also say that Kong.
Because when I watch these kinds of shitty movies, if I can just see the writing. I can literally just see the writer's hand.
Well, not I mean, I guess, but I just viewed it as like he's spent more time in the position of power, and you could at least safely infer that someone's been a lot of people have probably tried to take that away from him, and he's in a monster infested hellscape filled with like other monsters potentially. So I wouldn't say you would know how every Titan would fight, but he'd at least know how other Kongs maybe tended to fight, but he would have more experience when it comes to that than Kong would. Because he's been down here
about
longer.
this more than the director did.
I know I am, Wyatt. I know I am. I'm trying to come in at it in somewhat good faith. But then the problem, of course, is that they don't keep it up. He gets bitched out and then goes, I'm just going to use the fucking ice dinosaur to fight for me. And then he becomes an absolute fucking bitch. And it sucks.
Intervening, and we think he wants to beat Kong himself, but instead he's just like, no, don't waste your breath. Let's just cheat with magic. Also, poor
It is just magic, isn't it?
Yeah, and I got a question. Was Shimu locked up with these guys when they were locked up, or was Shimu already down here and he got the magic crystal and got control of it?
It's shut.
Who the fuck is Shimu?
The ice dinosaur.
The ice guy.
Okay.
Ice Godzilla, as I just keep calling it.
Well, you see, Shammy, that was this movie, so you're not supposed to expect it to remember that.
Nemo, ice guy imprisoned behind
my
a
bad.
lava wall? Uncool, Scar. Dolly zoom. Little Bud looking out for Big Bud.
Her power.
There we go. That's just 2 in a row where it's just dinging for no reason.
Oh boy, the prophecy nonsense that just borks everything.
Cover the Earth in the last ice age.
Collision course, or are we counting the adventures of Buck Wild? Because Lord knows we do in this house.
We brought Kong down here.
What?
references.
He was making reference to something.
He's
I
been
don't
looking
know.
for others like himself, going deeper into Hollow Earth and getting closer to their prison. The Iwi must have known it was just a matter of time, and that's why they've been calling for help.
Yeah.
No, it's
That doesn't make sense on multiple levels. One, like, this whole prophecy is stupid because it once again gives even more backstory to Godzilla that we already didn't need, in the sense that we already knew his backstory. It was explained in 2014. That now, and then they essentially just keep adding more and fucking more to it to make him basically kaiju Jesus.
but then they don't give him like the screen time or even respect to make him Kaiju Jesus at the same exact time.
Yeah,
it's really really weird. And then they skipped over the part with Mothra. It's like, why does Mothra need fucking Gia to come down here? Why can't she just do it her damn self? Again,
also
symbiotic relationship.
Also forgetting that
Godzilla
Mothra's
King of
egg.
Monsters didn't even help them hatch.
Yeah, after she like matured. Yeah.
Let's also again not forget that in the credits of King of the Monsters, it was shown that her egg was found in China, not in wherever the fuck.
Yeah,
where we are right
and
now.
If the egg was found on the surface, Monarch would probably go, "That's ours now. We're gonna monitor this." Which, yeah, that's their job.
They did the first time.
Like they did the first time.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Are you guys
Clearly,
saying
these
these
people didn't watch the scenes after credits.
Are you saying that these movies aren't consistent?
I mean, I know it's a shocker.
As a matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm saying.
A hot take, I know. Hot take, right? We're going against the grain. We're just.
I know you're absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying you're saying crazy things.
Mm-hmm. Also, what she says is that Shimu's power covered the Earth in the last ice age. So Shimu was defeated with Scar by Godzilla and locked up down there.
That took you a minute.
Yeah, and but the way they portray Shimo at the end is like, oh no, this poor thing. Well, why did it create the Ice Age? And technically, we're still in an Ice Age, but that's different. But like the last glacial maximum, and it's like that was like 14,000 years ago or some shit.
But also, if Godzilla was able to do that, why is he then panicking and need the power boost up?
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah, he was able to like lock them down there, but unless he didn't fight Shimo.
Wait, hold on. So I have an answer for that, Shammy. Are you ready to hear it?
Yeah.
We gotta get Godzilla pink.
And we wouldn't need to get Godzilla pink if he's just like, hey Rodan, you're big fly boy that creates massive shockwave. Yeah, who? Right. Yeah, who exactly?
Who?
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What you call me?
The timing of everything seems confusing.
Who are you?
No, wait. So no.
Getting closer to their prison. The Iwi must have known it was just a matter of time, and that's why they've been calling for help.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, nothing about this makes sense. You're a liar. You're a liar, sir.
It just works. Okay?
It just works. Nothing about this makes sense.
You just made that up.
you just made this up. They're sending psychic signals via gravitational crystal bullshit to Godzilla to prepare for a thing, and they're sending a distress signal, and the only person that's able to recognize it as some kind of distress signal is Blalix Jones.
Look, monsters aren't. Look, Jake.
Look, dude.
Monsters aren't hitting each other right now.
That's true, and therefore nothing's happening. Right.
I get that the timing of everything seems confusing, but the Iwi knew this was inevitable.
What do you mean? How did they know it was inevitable? Like what do you mean?
They just knew with their telepathic mind.
So they knew that Kong's like trap to get food would open up a sinkhole. That sinkhole would just so happen to lead to the place where like the other to the other Kongs and that Scar.
So you're getting it.
God.
Yep.
That's so stupid.
You're stupid.
The Iwi knew all.
I mean, yes, but.
Oof, that was brutal. Man, these apes are the worst. His first instinct is to grab his buddy as a human ape shield. Yeah, you beat that chest, you fuzzy little hero.
No.
I
hate him so much.
Why is he a hero?
I don't.
He helped Kong.
It's just everything about him being on screen fills me with a rage that I can't describe.
If you had the ability, you would punch this monkey in the face.
I would delete him from existence. Just have the entire movie, same camera shots and everything. It's just the monkey's not in it.
Slur with the Infinity Gauntlet. It's like, you snap.
You look at any isolated tribe or community, how many of them survive contact with the outside world? This place is special, man.
Most of them, actually, because most
Yeah.
of them just adapted.
Yeah.
And if they didn't adapt, they died.
Yeah, like what do you mean outside
I mean,
world?
even the ones that were heavily fucking suppressed and lost a significant amount of population to things like colonial powers and stuff like that, they're still around. Like, the people who live in Nigeria in modern day, you realize, like, those are the people descended from the people discovered by the British colonialists who arrived. Like, they're still there.
No, that can't be right, Slur. No, that can't be right.
And
You're right. The English invented a whole new kind of black people and put them in there.
Yeah, like and
yeah, didn't you know that?
Are we having like an anti-colonial? We had like a soft anti-colonial message in this movie. We're not supposed to take it seriously though.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
No, you don't take it seriously because this guy's saying it.
Yeah.
It'll
And he's
stay
an
like
idiot.
that if he's not posting that about.
Look, Trapper's dropping facts, but also to answer his question, forever, considering you have to go through a hell portal to get there, and no group that's ever gone to Hollow Earth has returned with the same number of people?
Could you say that all again?
That's
the
a good
last
point.
part, so I have it on footage.
That's amazing. Burton and I are on the same page.
Are you?
So you're a conspiracy nut job who just happens to always be right.
He even cut out the bit where it's like, you know, he's referencing like his wife that died. I believe it was in the San Francisco incident. I believe, yeah, like him like just recording everything. It's like, this is, you know, proof of something. It's like, well, you already did that last movie, but fuck it, I guess it's something relating to character.
Well, because, you know, like, don't you understand, his character was reset.
Yeah, it was, yes. The Monarch didn't acknowledge him, like, you know, saving
the world.
Saving, you know, like, in his instrumental defeat of carrying the fucking the fucking liquor that Russell poured onto the fucking control panel that shorted out.
Every day you remind me that Russell was even in that movie, and then I go, man, I want to just go watch Deadpool 2 or Hunt for the Wild People. What's that? It's got Sam Neill and the kid who plays Russell in it, and it's pretty funny.
I love their cute buddy relationship. Ah, crap. That's...
Why was he not doing this the second, like, he came up and destroyed the base? Like, this should have been happening, like, the second he
that was this movie ago. Shut up.
That's really cool.
Shut up.
Oh, come on, reference Rose Goku Black.
Hell yes.
We started.
Is it?
Apparently that was the inspiration, Super Saiyan Rose, from what I remember.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Working on some minor augmentations.
Wait, what kind of augmentations?
This might be old news to many of you, but for many years of my life, I incorrectly assumed augment meant to alter or change, and that's incorrect.
What? Why is that a win? Why is that a win?
See, I know what a word means, and that's why the movie is good to watch with your eyes.
No, it's because it's a cinema wins ding thing. Like, just like a beautiful beard win, hugging. There's
Well, no,
now
beautiful
the word
beard win is still something that actually happens in the movie.
No, I'm saying like as part of like the cinema
you-
wins tropes. Like, and he now has the trope of every once in a while he'll just say like a whole new word and show the definition of it, or he'll
Right, yeah, but
or in
like
this case,
these tropes are not the same though. One of them is something that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
Him knowing a word is not something that happens in the movie.
yeah, it's why some of these are just stupid.
I also want to point out, why would we make a weapon for Kong when the point is that like we're trying to keep Kong safe and away in Hollow Earth?
Well, I mean,
Because there
it
were
is
lots
an
of dangerous
American-made movie. Nothing makes you more safer than being heavily armed.
But
mean,
he
yeah.
already has his axe. But
And we saw
He has
from
that
the,
assault rifle for defense, okay? Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we might need to just pull some pausing-tisms, because he's just letting a licensed song just play.
Again, hell yes. They got...
No,
Funny how he doesn't need to worry about that.
Yeah. Which, by the way, no, it's not a hell yes. It's fucking retarded. There's no reason this thing should fucking exist, aside from giving Kong a weapon to fight the other monkey person. It's so dumb.
The power glove.
The needle drop and the vibe perfectly correct here. And I genuinely didn't know I'd be so stoked for Kong to get tech, but I am in fact stoked.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I think we laughed at it the second we saw it in the trailers.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid and hilarious.
I remember you guys telling me about it before I saw the movie, and I was immediately like, wait, hang on, what do you mean they gave him a power glove? Didn't he already have an axe?
Yeah, they gave him a power glove.
Needs more.
So
Yeah.
at the very least, there's some level of justification in universe to like for him to like have it in that scene, because like his hand got massively frostburned, so it was effectively useless because his hand got hit by Shimo's ice blast. However,
the thing is like 5 feet away from where they're at.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm talking about like giving it to him, giving him some kind of augmentation in that hand is potentially in-universe justified, but the fact that this thing just so happens to be here, even though it was scrapped, and it should be stored in a warehouse somewhere, and the fact they're willing to pour millions of taxpayer dollars into making a power fist for a Titan.
The fact that transport for said power fist was functional.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, no, like all of the stuff surrounding it makes no goddamn sense.
As is Kong.
He's either gonna love it, or he's gonna rip it off with his teeth.
Nah, he ain't no fool.
Oh boy, we're coming to Wyatt's favorite scene.
It's so bad. Might be my favorite shot
When
of
are
the
you
movie.
gonna do a cover of Closer, Shammy?
What's that? Sorry, can't hear you. There's too much noise. Like, you gotta ask me again, like next year.
Sums up the whole
I like the
absurd
part
and
where they
entertaining
hold hands
franchise.
and Godzilla blushes.
And then when he suplexes him and
And
King Kong just fucking
fucking eye poses.
Yeah. As if it actually didn't do anything to him, but he's just like, huh, that just happened.
No, it stunned him. He's like, oh shit, I just got suplexed.
Gibraltar and Cairo are 2,100 miles apart, so these roars are that loud.
No.
And I wonder if he's gonna bring up how it's weird that it feels like no time has passed at all.
Yeah. Mothra, why are you just now typical Mothra needing her ass to get summoned to fucking do something useful. This is fucking Tokyo SOS vibes all over again, where it's like some fucking child has to take a bunch of desks out of his school, make the Mothra symbol just to summon her ass, just so she can get blown up.
Meanwhile, you could just tell
if
the
there's
Mothra
no
twins-
clout on the table, why would you turn up? She's a marketing genius, okay?
Well, when it's just like, just tell the Mothra twins they need to do their stupid little song and then summon her.
But like the song was. I mean, I don't think the song was sung. I could be wrong, but like that's not how she was summoned. Some child got a bunch of desks together, put it in the Mothra symbol that's on like a rune, and then Mothra just shows up.
Then that goes against how we know Mothra is summoned.
Well,
because it's been shown throughout all the other movies that they need to do their weird
it is a separate continuity. Like the Millennium Era is weird. It's like 5 different continuities in the Millennium Era alone. It's strange.
That sounds bad.
So it is confusing.
It's so
However,
pretty.
some of the movies are actually pretty good.
The Queen has returned. And
Ding,
No.
nothing makes sense.
even
What
if
do you mean
trailers get so
returned?
much
This
more-
is her first movie.
Yeah.
First proper one.
Hey, it's fantastic that they kept Mothra under wraps.
No, it's not. Oh, look, there are people
All
on
those
that
people
bridge.
that are
They're
that are
dead
just
now.
dead now.
They're dead now.
Well,
Those people are
Oh,
dead
so
now.
the-
Things going on than a few
Sounds like a
measly
them problem.
human lives. Pink spikes of fire, though.
Oh God.
Oh,
Did he actually ding
okay.
that?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Damn,
so
bro.
lots
What
of
the
people
fuck?
died.
Yeah, he just dinged the loss of human life.
Once again.
He tried diplomacy so hard.
No, he didn't.
Which is no, that was stupid though. He
should've just jumped in the
directly
hole.
He
he
challenged.
directly fucking challenged Godzilla, and then the second that Godzilla showed up for a fight, he was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, like he directly. Yeah, he that was just to lure Godzilla in, and it's like you challenged him instead of maybe trying to find him and just kind of going up there acting submissively and trying to convince him or some shit.
No, just chuck his ass into the fucking hole.
Suplex City, bitch.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is the only part of the action that made me smile. Only action thing that made me smile in this movie. Because it's like, oh hey, look, there's that silly shit. Like if you want to go silly, that's silly.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, I would have loved to get for Scar King to get a 3D through a building. That'd been fucking amazing.
Oh my god, that would have been sick.
Suplex.
Or
Godzilla
like
just
a
suplexed Kong.
Doom machine.
Oh, you mean oh, I know what you're talking about. The
Where they basically put you in the electric chair.
Doomsday
and then somebody-
device. Doomsday device.
Doomsday device. There you go. Yeah.
A sentence I never expected to be able to utter in my lifetime. Kong learned from the last time. The foot is never a good thing. Kong went from, no, listen, we have a common enemy to Fafo pretty quick. I mean, the absolute disrespect. Also, this shot letting us travel along Godzilla's charge up.
Isn't that a thing that we've seen that shot before? That happened in King of the Monsters. No, that happened in 2014, I believe. Right?
2014, when he first used his atomic breath, we literally followed, like, from his tail to his face, like, the charge.
Yeah, and we did it in King of the Monsters again, I believe, but it was just a bit quicker.
And then if we're just counting all Godzilla films in general, like, forgot, was this at the same time, or was this after Godzilla -1?
This was slightly after. Like 4 months,
Yeah,
4 or 5 months after, I want to say.
The atomic breath scene in that film is way better than the multiple atomic breath scenes, like, way better than anything that happens in this film.
Yeah, because -1 demonstrates that you can have a good Godzilla movie and not have it be like, you know, CGI orgies, like just crashing into each other, and have like good human stuff in it. But we can't. But no, Godzilla movies are dumb and supposed to be retarded.
Entrances. Check out my reaction to everything great about Godzilla King of the Monsters on Nebula to see all her best entrances. And to hear me say
That's
that
getting 5 for mentioning Nebula.
Yeah, fair.
What's Nebula?
That stupid fucking subscription based. It's basically YouTube but extra money.
Yeah, because they can like show nudity and stuff in it on it.
Based.
It's not often that we get to see Godzilla interact with individual humans, so it's always heartwarming when he does.
No, it's
What
dumb.
about King of the Monsters?
Yeah, like when he gets like up close with the Monarch crew, and he's not necessarily interacting with them, but he's looking at them and kind of going like, potentially there's some stuff.
No,
you
not
can
even
apply
that.
there.
Not even that. When Sarazawa detonates the nuke in his face, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
one-to-one moment.
Well, I mean, like he says rare. We don't. Does he say like rarely?
King of the Monsters on Nebula to see all her best entrances, and to hear me say that again. And it's not often that
Not often. So so that implies that we have seen it, just not
we
that
get
often.
to see Godzilla interact with individual humans, so it's always heartwarming when he does.
So with the one with Sarazawa, I can understand. This one, no. This fucking chick has
This makes no sense.
Has no connection to Godzilla. Which, by the way, this is something I forgot. So Gia, so Eileen has to be a bad parent to let Gia come with them to Hollow Earth and not take everybody back once it's realized that that outpost has been destroyed. So you're like, well, something's on the loose. Apparently in years no outposts have ever been destroyed, but whatever. So you're like, oh shit, well, something's kind of gone awry. Maybe we should go back and like regroup or try something to do this. But they need to bring her there, and then like she senses where they need to go because shut up. And she just so happens, to be the one that can bring Mothra to go and like unite them. Even though Mothra could have done that her damn self, because King of the Monsters show that she can do it herself. So all of this is immensely contrived just so we can get our stupid CGI like action figures hitting together when you don't need to do stuff this stupid. It's not this hard.
Quicksilver, Katsumoto, and Coach Taylor are among the lucky ones. See, jerk, you always do this.
I hate this scene.
It's a cool shot.
It's a cool shot, but I hate it.
Yeah, you can hate it. Like, I hate the fucking Rings of Power thing, but that shot with Sauron in the river is a nice shot.
Oh yeah,
it didn't earn it, but
yeah,
it didn't earn it. But yeah, it's a cool shot.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a cool shot.
This movie didn't earn it, but this is a cool shot.
Oh yeah, definitely. If I didn't see this movie and I just saw this like image, I'd be like, oh, that looks so cool.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
A triple roar! Monster Friendship Squad TMCR to the rescue!
I saw a thing and I clapped.
He really is the definition of that.
Yeah.
Wait, but only for a few minutes or maybe less. After that, everything that is up will come crashing down.
I love that movies like this still explain things. We don't need it and we barely understand it. We just saw an ape and a lizard destroy the pyramids, but I appreciate the dedication to the craft.
Oh my god.
No.
You act as if that was a good thing, by the way, that they just casually destroyed the fucking pyramids.
Yeah.
One of the last remnants of the of ancient Egypt, a kingdom that would only just barely understand.
Yeah, but the ancient Egyptians are probably these fucking people, so who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You gotta remember the context. The context of ancient civilizations is a little weirded out because of the fact that these people exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is dumb that he's sending it, but like fuck it, it's dumb. It's a dumb movie.
For all we know, Imhotep was hanging out with not with Cleopatra, with Godzilla.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or not a god. Well, he had a Titan. Like that's what the Sphinx was. The Sphinx was a Titan.
Poor She
look,
tries to fight the crystal every time.
Feel disgusting for it.
Actually, what's amazing is that Shimu is still finding the crystal after all this time.
Yeah. Wait, why doesn't Shimo when Lanky Kong has his back turned, why doesn't she just ice blast him? Why didn't she ice blast? It's so stupid. Why is this crystal commanding her?
Because shut up.
Like
magic.
I hate the fact we've effectively
Shut
I believe fuck. Actually, you know what? I would be surprised if it was intentional. We just introduced magic into this sci-fi world.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I mean, Jeremy actually did say it when it's just like, we're just pretending this is science. This has just been magic the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, he's leading all of the electric things that were established earlier.
I was wrong about Trapper before when I talked about how cool he is. I'll never achieve 1/50th of his swagger or charm.
Your carriage awaits.
They should have.
I believe you.
They should have gotten out of here the second they saw the Monarch outpost destroyed, because it's like, fuck.
I saw Australian Man and I clapped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kiss you in the mouth.
Gay.
Oh, cringe.
Oh my god. This scene should be cool. This scene in context should be cool, but it's fucking terrible and I hate it.
I laughed when Kong actually jumped on Godzilla's back.
Godzilla, yes.
But ding, 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 ding,
Hold-
ding, ding,
No,
clap.
hold on. No, yeah,
clap,
we're going back on that one. How many did he just fucking add?
138.
I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth.
Love.
Hell yeah, brother.
139. He had a 10. He had a 10 wins.
Let me see.
Godzilla, yes. There's no.
He had a 10.
Yeah. Just for that, there we go.
Clap at the thing that is happening. Don't think, just clap.
Stumbling to their feet after the huge fall, they just bust out into a full-on terror sprint. Hell yes. I didn't know how pumped I'd be to see these two firmly on the same team.
I didn't care by this point.
Yeah, no, I didn't give a single fuck.
Because it was contrived how they became a team.
Contrived, nonsensical. It's nothing. It'd be astonishing how much cooler this would be if things made sense beforehand. It's amazing if you make your shit make sense and make things meaningful. Like the more popcorny, I guess, in lack of a better term of saying it, key jangling moments could actually, be not cringe and stupid.
Definitely here for a zero-gravity monster fight scene, and of course Scar adapts like a pro. Hate you.
Why?
Can't help-
Why does he immediately adapt? This is like... This is something that possibly never happened in his entire life.
Shouldn't Godzilla be the one adapting more because he's used to these kinds of environments being like fully marine? Because he's used to operating in a 3-dimensional space.
Yeah, and he has a fucking afterburner.
Yeah. You know what? I would have had so much more respect if they just had Godzilla fly. Like, seriously.
And it's weird how they don't say, like he points out Scar King being used to this, which doesn't make any sense, but doesn't point out that it makes total sense for Godzilla, considering Godzilla swims a lot, so would actually have quite an understanding of 3-dimensional space.
I mean, I just said that.
I'm sorry, I was too busy adding dings to my own meter.
I just said that almost verbatim.
Sorry, I was too busy thinking of something else.
That is fine.
It's the Drax. I was thinking of.
I am not one to cast shame at people who don't pay attention to things and then repeat. Because I have done it too many times to count.
But now and
I am
still
shame.
Cute.
Boo.
Beautiful, very likely dusty creature, saving those humans.
It's strange they didn't adapt any of Mothra's abilities from other movies. Well, we're not going to take the time travel shit into account, but
bring in the time travel. Have her go back to 2014 and go, Godzilla, you're not gonna believe the shit that they're gonna do to us.
and then they're like having a fucking sit down, and it's like, so we're doomed, aren't we? Goes, that's right. Then let's go out together. Take me to the sun.
No, Godzilla is just like sitting there with Mothra going, so they're just gonna add pointless backstory, despite the fact that my backstory was explained in this very movie. I'm a prehistoric creature.
That feeds on radiation. That's all we really need. No, you're Kaiju Jesus. Well, if I was Kaiju Jesus, they'd treat me with more respect, wouldn't they? They would understand that there's...
Clearly you don't know a lot about Jesus.
It would have been a little unfair with a power glove and a battle axe.
No, it would have been more fair because like Shimo's supposed to be super powerful.
By this point, with things like having his own kaiju at his beck and call because of the weird crystal, fuck you on the idea of fighting fair.
Yeah, seriously. And like again, Shimo was responsible for the fucking glacial maximum. That's like super powerful. To the point where Godzilla had to get like a super power up. Yeah, fuck you. Get the axe. I
like to think
also, he's got a whip.
Yeah.
to have a surfer in the pocket as it froze, and then realized it would be a gruesomely brutal death, so instead we just got the dope explosion. Also, this one is bananas. Love that the music slows down as Shimo freezes the beach, and the spin of the camera like it got barreled by the wave, leading to Scar's epic wipeout on the beach.
No.
Are we ready to see Rio de Janeiro get fucking annihilated?
It was kind of funny when we were watching the Birdman's analysis of CinemaSins, and it showed the statue of Jesus. Like, of course, Jesus isn't doing anything again.
And then the Birdman is just like, I agree, and then it like removes the sin, and it's like, I see you're one of those people.
Yeah.
The only flying tooth scene that's better is from Blue Eye Samurai. And I mean, you made fun of his fake tooth. What do you think was gonna happen? Also, Kong's face is everything.
No, that was
dumb.
That was weird.
It was weird. Is it weird that Godzilla's tail smashing against the building when he tail whipped the Melmuto sounded like it has way more impact to it? Like it's just this guttural thud.
Than something that's just made of like steel.
Yeah. Like it's like I mean I'd probably need to pull up the scene again just to like maybe compare, but I just remember it having just this thud, like just massive guttural thud to it.
To just quickly think about it, like that thing probably weighs at the very least a good couple tons.
That building?
No, the Power Glove.
Oh yeah, that would have to weigh at least several dozen tons.
So it's weird how it feels so light.
Yeah, like I mean it's fine that Kong can like wield it, but like his other arm maybe should be a bit slower just because of how heavy it is. And remember, his hand is still fucked up and frostbitten and damaged.
Remember the drugs are in his veins now.
Honestly, love it or hate it, it's pretty funny that we're only 5 movies into the MonsterVerse and Monster v Monster just doesn't cut it. So we get.
That's a bad thing if that's the case.
Yeah, that creates a commentary of like, wow, audiences are just like, why are they bored by even just the idea of one monster fighting another monster? Why do they have to pull all this extra shit just to keep the fucking 5-year-olds clapping?
Because if there was more, because if the humans and the plot and the world building were all good, then the monster fights would have more meaning to it, and therefore people would enjoy the movie a lot more. They wouldn't be bored of not necessarily smaller scale, but like one-on-one monster fights.
Jake. That was no movies ago.
Spine whip magic crystal tossing half a building to be pulverized by giant power glove. To be clear, I love where we are.
Yeah, I know you do because you're a simpleton.
Yeah, I got that.
You're a simpleton.
He clapped.
Yeah.
Purple steam from his eyes? Love the reminder that even though everyone seems about the same size in this fight, that's just because they're all ginormous. And the crystal is bigger than a city bus and it lands like it. The tooth! Ha! Humans saved the day. It was us. Good job, us.
I hate that.
Also, it's like the more he talks, the more I just wish he lost the ability to.
Slur, how does it make you feel that Dewey Kong is the one that saves the day?
Oh, I hate it. It truly just solidified at the end of the movie that the entire production and its many millions of dollars spent was done specifically to annoy me.
They had a picture of you in the production office. They were like, this guy. We gotta piss him off.
This is the one.
It's almost as bad as Megan Fox killing the Shredder.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That happened.
Alright, I guess Zuko helped too. That was awesome. He's the man.
No, it was stupid. It was like incredibly convenient. Yes, kill him. Kill him. No!
Dang. Is that the third time Kong has decked Scar right onto his back?
Yeah, it's like Scar King is a lame-ass villain. Remember how, like, utterly menacing Ghidorah was? like how like almost every shot, every time he's on screen, like he was portrayed as this malevolent force of absolute destruction. This near unstoppable monster that creates like massive countrywide storms that can.
Well, that's why
like
I appreciated King of the Monsters the most, because it did shit like that. Even for creatures that even for creatures that I necessarily wouldn't give a shit about, like Rodan.
Yep.
They made Rodan pretty menacing. Like just a simple flat, like when facing up against those jets and Rodan just started essentially spinning. It's like, okay, yeah, they figured something out when it came to making these creatures an utter force to be
King of the
reckoned with.
Monsters, for every passing second, looks better and better by comparison. I wish we had something of the quality of King of the Monsters.
You just miss Charles Dance.
Well, yes,
and I miss him too.
But like we had like Emma, even though her motivation was completely bass backwards, like she had connection to the first movie. Her and Mark had connections to the 1st movie. They were discussing the consequences. That's like things were like escalating. It's like we're finding more and more, and then we're worried about if they all wake up at the same time. Like
King of the Monsters had the most potential to be a really good movie.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. It's bad. But I appreciate it a whole hell of a lot more.
Want to add on to the point about Ghidorah is not only was he had a menacing threat, but Godzilla struggled to fight him.
Oh, even after his power
had to remove one of it.
After his power
Godzilla had to remove one of his heads in the first fight just to be able to like somewhat have an edge.
And then it was shown that it was completely futile because the fucking head grew back.
Yeah, like and even after he got his power up from like when he got nuked, he still had a very difficult time. And in that scene, yeah, they had Godzilla running, but he had to like get a bit of a pace, and like it was essentially kind of portrayed as like this like how an elephant runs, where it's like it's slow to start up, but once it gets going, it is this massive wall of muscle coming at you.
I think what probably pissed me off the most about King of the Monsters, in all reality, was just the fact that the movie itself supported that Emma was right.
Well, she was kind of like yeah.
No, it's not a kind of. It 100% says that she was right.
How she went about it.
Yes, yeah, like, well, no, she, like, the conclusion was right, the methods were not, but but even then with the conclusion, it's like, you still have a bunch of monsters running around, but the whole idea is that because Godzilla's the alpha, he's gonna keep them in check, which, I don't really know how they would handle that. I'd be interested to see how they could handle that later. Like,
but again, it shows that the world is actively healing.
Yeah, I know. Like that in and of itself is not not an issue. I mean, it calls into question the radiation in its power level, because like Cthulhu's spider was like slowing down the ice caps melting, which
that was the point I was gonna make, was because of things like the radiation, like there would be severe consequences for the planet just for these creatures just existing and walking around. Like, because I need to remember who said this, like just being near Godzilla would essentially be like 5 Chernobyls all together.
I don't think that the people who make this movie understand what radiation is or how it works. They think it's got what plants crave. They think it's just good nature juice.
It's got electrolytes.
Yeah. Which, granted, like with this iteration of Godzilla, if we are to go with the rules of how specifically Titan radiation works, then no, being around Godzilla wouldn't kill you.
But it should, because it's
radiation. Yeah, no, it should. I know, but I'm just saying if we're playing by the rules of how Titan radiation works. It's very strange how sounds
so bizarre by itself.
I know, it does sound incredibly bizarre and weird that you have like normal radiation, which we know would kill you, but like in these movies, and then we have like the radiation given out specifically by Titans that have like the reverse effect.
Because like there is radiation, like as in like things radiate energy and shit like that, but like the colloquial thing when you say fucking radiation.
Yeah, you're thinking of
everyone
like
assumes you're talking
like
about
nuclear
Yeah,
radiation.
like because if we want to be clear on like even scenes when like Mothra wakes up in King of the Monsters, everyone that was in that room would have turbo cancer.
Yep, basically.
Well, again, like, which if they had done actually, but the thing is, if they had actually done something with that, where like potentially it's still having a negative effect on people, but just in a different way. Let's say, like people are like we have like people like maybe people are being born and like they're being born with like a form of gigantism, but like their bodies grow at a too fast of a rate. Let's say.
Yeah, I agree. I just wish the radiation was even acknowledged. Like even in shitty films like Crystal Skull, when Indy gets out of the fucking fridge, he still has to be scrubbed down from, being near a radioactive hellhole.
Yeah, but like, but it's but the
Indiana
fact that
Jones has good electrolytes.
they just forget about that aspect of it as well. That this radiation lingers, and you could use that as an energy source for Mechagodzilla. Use Titan waste because that was being considered an alternate energy. There was like so much that they could have like taken and maybe like bolstered King of the Monsters, but they just kind of retroactively make it worse, which makes me appreciate it more.
Also,
That was 2
personal
movies ago.
personal gripe with all the movies. Why does King Kong always get the kill shot?
Yeah, that is lame.
Because he's the protagonist. Basically.
Yeah, as far as these last 2 movies are concerned, yeah, the Kong has basically replaced Godzilla as the main protagonist,
which is lame.
Yeah,
fuck the monkey. We want lizard.
I
stand
agree.
lizards.
Oh,
squad.
hold on.
I agree.
That just reminded me. So, as we're watching that Birdman's video, hey, Slur, Max, Shammy, was the fight in the original Kong vs. Zilla, was that end fight a tie?
No.
No,
Godzilla won.
Wait, what are you talking? Okay, so wait, hang on. Are you talking
Godzilla
about when...
like definitively fucking
after they killed Mechagodzilla, and the fight's over? Would you consider that a tie?
No.
Hold on, that was a whole different fight. So Godzilla beat the absolute shit out of Kong, and then they teamed up to defeat Mechagodzilla. As a team, they won that fight. But between Kong and Godzilla, Godzilla won.
Yeah. It's 1v2 because the aircraft carrier fight, Zilla wins. The round 2 when Kong shows up with the axe, he wins that fight. But then Godzilla gets right back up and beats the living shit out of him.
And then we have to remember this scene. Kong submits. He drops the axe. He doesn't want. He submits. Godzilla definitively wins.
The reason I was asking that is because Birdman essentially said that it was a tie, and we just
Birdman's
started laughing.
But he's wrong.
Yeah, because we started laughing. It's like, the way you would make that a tie would essentially be they just walk off in separate directions. That's just that's just basic cinematic language.
Even then, if it's a tie, you have to make sure that before they walk in separate directions, one of them doesn't run the other's fucking fade.
Yeah.
No, I understand that.
Yeah, you have to make sure that one clearly doesn't just submit and surrender. Essentially, I don't want.
Yeah,
to fight
but
Kong
dropping the axe is a clear surrender.
And also, which one is the king of Earth and which one has to fuck off to another dimension?
Exactly.
No, I agree.
Yeah, which one has to go live in the monkey hole and get a fucking axe in a chair?
And and he knows that if he comes back up, it's on site, which is why I kind of like the fight in this one. Because I picture Godzilla running up and I'm like, "Told you, nigga! I told you!" Just like beating the shit out of him. It's on site.
Which is why if that fight was going correctly, Kong would have essentially not actually gotten into a fist fight, instead directed Godzilla into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Mothra could have gotten off her lazy
smarter.
fucking ass and did it her goddamn self, but no.
Yeah, Mothra
typical
shows up and
Mothra
goes...
laziness. Women, am I right?
Women.
Right, Shammy?
Women.
Yeah, totally.
Well, Shammy's a dragon.
Have you guys seen?
She'd fuck up she'd fuck that bug up. Anyway.
Yeah. Have you guys seen how Godzilla versus Kong should have ended?
No.
Yes,
I think we should do that as a detox after this. I'm curious now.
So
it made me upset.
So
Oh, really? Oh,
Cut-
fuck. Okay.
the point I was making was that that was a retarded point because Kong lost.
Mhm.
That was not a tie.
Yeah, but well, the thing is with Birdman, because he's always going up against CinemaSins, people think that he's better at media analysis than he actually is. Because this motherfucker, again, I said it multiple times, he gave Multiverse of Madness a B-. He gave the movie that destroys its own, like, that destroys itself and everything, like, every 5 minutes.
I mean, he also said Loki was really great.
Oh, he was right.
It was really
Did you
great
not-
for
did-
destroying the
did you-
MCU.
Did you not like the part where the alligator showed up?
You know, I actually would kind of...
Actually, unironically, yeah, I do like the part where the alligator shows up.
So, I
It's the
actually
only
just
consistent
want to see...
It's the only consistent character in the entire show.
Because
it's a fucking alligator.
So that made me just want to see, like, a recreation of just the Avengers movie, but it's all alligators. And they just they just make alligator noises.
I just love the get help where Thor just throws a fucking alligator at this guy. Help my brother! And the thing barrel rolls over like, oh god.
It would have made me appreciate, like, basically to bring in the animal verse where we would have had like Spider-Ham and Alligator Loki.
No, I don't want the Animalverse. I just want a remake of all the movies, but with an alligator.
Yeah, with alligators. They're all alligators.
No,
he's saying just Loki alligator.
Just Loki alligator in every scene.
And I will allow one more alligator to replace all the Stan Lee cameos with an alligator.
Yes. But it has like the Stanley glasses on.
Yes, it has the Stanley glasses and like a white leg.
No, imagine the like I am a god, you dull creature. It's just an alligator just being fucking slammed around.
Just hissing.
Puny alligator.
Puny gator.
It's like, listen well, brother, and then just cuts back to the alligator. It doesn't say anything because it's a fucking alligator. Anyway.
I love a solid PG-13, insanely gruesome, disgusting, and punishing death, all in theory, comeuppance.
I mean, to be fair, it is a pretty fucking... it's as brutal as you can get for PG-13.
Yeah. Ghidorah's death...
It's pretty gnarly.
Ghidorah's death was still better because he's just getting fucking incinerated as, like, Godzilla's, like, melting down.
I don't know, man. The idea of, like, just being, like, completely shattered.
I mean, yeah, it is a gruesome
death.
I
That's Sub-Zero level gruesome.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that is literally a Mortal Kombat fatality. Wombo combo. Happy feet. Happy feet.
Teamwork.
Nope.
But he skipped. He skipped ahead. What?
Well, no, he's just going back to make the point. I don't know. He's stupid. He's dumb. Yeah, we're the boys.
I hate that.
Acting as if these things are like completely human now, and they're just
So,
like,
like,
yeah, we're the baddest motherfuckers on the world.
I have no
bitch.
problem.
I'm the boss of the city.
Yeah. So Kong being anthropomorphized is fine just because he's a gorilla. He's already an anthropoid, so that's fine. Just not Godzilla. Nah, no, not this version.
Godzilla's fine though because of what he is. Like, you know what I mean? As Godzilla being a thing. I'm fine with him having some kind of characteristics.
Well, no, him having like some kind of characteristic
which
personality
is why I would.
fine.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Have him characteristics and just cut off all the people. I just want monster fights somehow.
At this point, I guess I would agree because like it's clear they don't give a shit. But personally, I would just hit the reset button and go.
That's why with the American movies, I'm so worn down. It's just like no more people. You clearly can't do them right.
Yeah, actually, give it to me. I'd make the people and I'd make them better.
All right,
you'd make hold on. You'd make the people.
Yeah, I would literally like make people with like god magic.
This movie would take a long time in production.
It's like a 25-year-old movie, like in production.
Yeah.
No, but you do the people shit, and I'll do the choreography. Let's
easy.
I'm gonna hire Torian and give him a fucking budget.
Yeah, and it's like we'll hire Tori and Devil Artemis, you know. And
I was
then,
about to
give
say,
him a budget.
give Devil Artemis the CG. We'll be fine.
yeah, and we'll do that, and like we'll handle the writing, the people stuff, and we'll have a good blend. We'll have a good movie that actually has substance to it. There we go.
You got gumbo. We got
Yes.
stew. We got stew going.
Got
This is
Stu
almost
going.
dismissive. All right, just don't forget your place. They did it. Guess it's time to dust off the old pipes and.
That implies that
He's igniting the atmosphere.
Yeah, that shot's just like.
That is
So
what he's
Godzilla's
doing.
killing all of us.
Anybody seen the first Fantastic Four movie?
I have. It's
Got
been
it.
a while.
Got it. Supernova. Bad.
Yeah.
Belt one out.
Oh my God!
I hate it. Get it off the screen.
That was a horrible pause. Oh my God!
I think it's the best pause. It's the best pause.
That's getting 5.
Imagine dinging your own fucking skit.
Whoa, this fucking this freeze frame makes it look like Arceus is coming down. What the fuck is that?
That's
Oh, it's Mothra.
That's Mothra. No, the way it's
Why
phrased,
does
that
it-
Mothra
why
looks
does it
like
look like-
Mothra's gonna
Why
go,
does
"Oh,
Mothra
yeah."
look like she's this little girl's stand?
Yeah. She might as well be, though. That's the fucking weird thing. It's like, we decided to connect Mothra to the Iwi for some reason.
Because why not?
Yeah, no, that was literally not Godzilla, King Kong's thing.
But don't you understand? King Kong was connected to the Skull Island Iwi, and there's
Well,
Iwi
what you know,
in there.
the King Kong's connected to the Godzilla bone. The Godzilla bone. To the bone. Anyway, let's finish this video. We're almost there.
Oh, right. Forgot about Mothra. She didn't really do much in the fight. I love you, Mothy. Oh, hey, and she didn't have to die.
Funny how he noticed that.
I love how
Yeah.
he did the thing. He gave a criticism and then ding.
I mean, to be fair, didn't she fucking protect the Iwi people or whatever?
I think.
She was doing something.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
doing stuff. Yeah. She didn't.
She didn't technically help in the fight, but she helped the people.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Could be your home.
You are.
I love that Gia's confused at first. Like
That
why
was
would you
sobbing?
even
That
think
sounded like you were
that? Let's
giggling,
hear it for
you
adoptive
faggot.
mothers.
Nah.
That's all. That's just the noises I'm making right now.
Just the sideshow Bob grumble.
More hugging.
Yeah, more hugging.
Gross. Hey, just gonna give it up for Fa Shen, whose entire job in this movie was look stunningly gorgeous the whole time, and she knocked it out of the park. She doesn't have a single line, and yet often conveys authority. and lets
Literally,
us know-
he's digging because she was in the movie, and that's it.
Also, like
He was on screen.
Also,
I mean,
he's
cinema
digging
sends-
her because
sends
she was
movies
hot.
for having certain
Yeah,
people in it.
pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, she is hot. So.
Yeah.
Isn't that a bit, oh, I don't know, objectifying?
Well, then he's being objective about the movie.
What she's
Don't
thinking.
Don't ever say that again.
And he went
no.
back to the
Why
park.
is he go? Why is he going back? Like,
If it fits, I sit.
But now you're, so if it fits, you sit. Then I guess you're going like thousands of miles just to go back to that sitting.
Let's actually bother to think about this. The Roman Colosseum is now Godzilla's like sleeping bed. Do you have any idea how much like the absolute uproar that would cause the people of Rome, or just Italy in general?
They probably like it though because it drives up tourism.
I mean, like maybe the government may
Radiation,
like it,
the
but
Colosseum would kill people.
no, the radiation from Titans doesn't
It's
kill
fine.
people in this universe.
It good radiation, dude. Come on, have you not been paying attention to the fucking movie?
Like, the thing is, I have no issue with that as a rule, but like, Jesus Christ, they do nothing with it.
Yeah, it's dumb.
So like, even if like the governments were like, hey, look, tourist attraction, like this, the city's populace would be like, do something, please. What if he gets mad? What if he trips and destroys part of our history and culture? Please get rid of him.
Well, it sounds like a skill issue, my guy.
Just casually collapsing the scaffolding. Who could even...
Just casually collapsing the scaffolding. That's maybe helping keeping this shit together. Yeah,
He did
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Max, he did what you just said. If he fits, he sits.
Yeah, he fits, he sits. Yeah,
Don't be
so
mad
you're
at
right.
him though. If he fits, he sits. Aw, see, she really is just a little puppy.
Look, confirm, Shammy. He beats the dog.
Yeah.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
So it would have been so much better if Shima was like actively working with Scar King instead of a slave. It would act as like a thematic foil to where the two evil things are working together just fine and have been, where the two good guys have to learn to get along. The most basic storytelling bullshit.
No, no.
That was no movies ago.
I'm God.
No, no.
I know that explains that explains the platypus now, doesn't it?
A little bit. Only an autistic Jake could come up with platypus.
Exactly.
That was rated for there's only one rule: stop being dicks.
By the way, how does it feel that Dewey Kong is going to probably have a place in the hierarchy higher than the other Kongs?
If King Kong
Feels
dies,
great.
Dewey is the replacement Kong.
Dewey is.
I talk
King
about this.
Kong.
This is my reaction video to King of the Monsters a little bit, but each movie has its own hook. Obviously, like a Mission Impossible movie, there's always that one.
Yeah, congratulations. That's how
giant
movies
fucking
work.
monsters.
That's how
Yeah,
movies
giant
work.
fucking monsters. We all showed up to see the fucking giant monsters. No shit.
Unless you're a weirdo like me.
Even then, giant monsters were Jake.
I know.
In these movies, at least for me, there's always that one apex moment. Godzilla atomic breath blasting down the Muto's throat.
Yeah, Kiss of Death was really good. Cool. Yeah.
Godzilla
cool
atomic breath blasting up Ghidorah's head.
Yeah.
Burning Godzilla, a close runner-up. Kong and Godzilla working together to destroy Mechagodzilla. And
Absolute retarded moment. Why didn't Godzilla just blast Mechagodzilla's back with that?
Yeah, why did he think powering up the axe was gonna be like the killing blow?
Yeah, that's really, God. We don't need to talk about how stupid that is, but yeah, it doesn't make sense why that empowers Kong.
Action of Scar with the three-way teamwork is amazing. This is the scene in this movie.
Yeah, you clapped. You clapped when the CGI was running. We get it. You're a child.
These two charging out together. No hesitations, no little moment where Godzilla snaps back at Kong because, oh, they're still just animals.
Yeah, because they are still just animals. Humans are still just animals. Like, what do you mean?
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
No, they're a sentient team to the point that Godzilla happily lets Kong launch himself off G's back. I love it. I love everything about it, which is even more impressive because you couldn't avoid this clip for weeks leading up to the theatrical release. But
the money. The money. That is the money shot. Sure, I agree.
But it doesn't matter because the context actually brings it to life.
No, the context makes it worse.
No, context is cool.
Because the context makes it stupid and nonsense. What do you mean cinema wins?
The reviews seem to always be all over the place for these movies. My thing has never been just shut your brain off and enjoy it.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Bullshit.
Yes, bullshit.
Fuck off. No, shut up.
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth right
You have
fucking
done
now.
nothing for the last several hours other than turn your fucking brain off and go, clap, clap, the keys did the jangle jangle.
Exactly.
That's another 5.
It's not a great way to defend movies.
I mean, I agree, but that's what you're doing.
I agree. So what the fuck are you doing?
And none of them have ever had the most intriguing or twisty-turny narratives, but I don't know. My brain is still engaged.
Your brain is engaged by
No,
the
it's
pretty
not.
It's engaged by the pretty colors. By the pretty colors and the CGI.
Slur and I are hitting X to doubt.
Yeah, but like
I'm hitting fuck you both. I'm hitting Y to lie. And here's the proof, because you didn't really fucking give any arguments good to the fucking movie.
Exactly. Like
fuck young boys, Valdez.
I didn't even need to fucking goddamn use an intuition point. Like I know you're lying.
Yeah. You're trying to. You're trying to appeal to the people who like these movies, which like I guess that's fine, but just be honest with your opinions about it. Just say, yeah, I know. I turn my brain off and enjoy it. This movie's not good, but I enjoy it. Just be honest.
Yeah. Like I said, me and Shammy rated this higher subjectively because we had fun in the theater. It has nothing to do about the quality of the movie.
I'm sure if I was in the theater with,
Effectively, I
with,
rated
like,
this lower because I wanted it to be over.
so like I think if I was in a
If
theater
me,
with like
Jake,
Wyatt,
if me and you, we would both popped off at the suplex and we would have had fun.
oh yeah, yeah. If I was with you guys watching this, I probably would have had a lot more fun because I'm like with friends, but I was by myself watching it, so I was with my own thoughts. So, which is a scary thing.
Yeah, I'm not waiting to see who's really been dead the whole time, or whose father, or who's just a violent alter ego starting militias in my garage.
But what about things that just make sense on a basic level? Can't that happen?
No.
Like, here's the thing, like, A New Hope is a very basic movie, a very simple movie, but it's still incredibly good. Wouldn't you agree, Wyatt?
Like, and it's because of its simplicity of sticking to the 3-act structure, and following Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. Like, it's a really good fucking film.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a story. Even when no words are spoken, there's a story. And Kong and Godzilla, Scar now, all speak 0 words but convey so much personality. I know.
Yeah, okay, I agree. But the context around it is dumb.
There'll be a burnout point for this franchise.
There'll be a burnout point for this franchise, but so far they're still leaning into the absurd and the fun and the epic, and I'm hoping the end is still far off.
Oh, hold on. No, I'm rewinding just a tad because I didn't realize he was just, as he was just talking, he was just dinging the entire fucking time.
He gave like 3 dings.
It's impossible to keep up with the dings. Let's just finish the video.
Dude has more Godzilla toys than Kaiju/Titans have appeared on the big screen, so there's still plenty to work with, and I'm stoked to see it all. And if you want more Godzilla content from me, I've got you covered.
I mean, and I'll continue to make fun of you for it, so that's more content for me.
Y'all like the everything great about Deadpool reaction, so I did another. Will?
Oh, he does not. I think I said this before. He does not look like I thought he did.
Yeah.
2
really?
Actually.
Yeah, I was picturing like Donald Glover's smaller
He
brother.
He does look like a Lee.
Yeah.
2014
What the fuck
Godzilla
does
and
that
the
mean?
sequel Godzilla King of the Monsters. These are
It means
fun,
he
more
looks
fun
like
than I
a-
anticipated.
Means he looks like a Confederate general.
And if you sign up using my link, nebula.tv/cinemawins, you can...
Yeah, Nebula! My favorite Guardians.
Another 5. Okay.
Woo!
So, what was this?
Yeah,
caveat?
everything great about Shang-Chi.
So, I think it was like around like 180 something. Of those, 106 of those were just absolutely fucking pointless. Not even talking about the movie.
Yeah, because the movie was awful.
What the fuck? Oh my god! And
That ratio sounds about normal for him, actually.
So, and then the thing is, he
Alright,
says,
I want to see this. I want to see what pissed off Shammy so badly about how it should have ended. We're doing a double feature driving.
All right. Okay. We're gonna watch it and put it in the recording, or do you want me to end it?
It's up to you.
I think I'll end it.
I'm fine with ending it.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it. Right, I'm gonna end it. So, yeah, that video was really bad, like immensely, embarrassingly bad. But, it's standard fare.
It gets to a point where I just don't understand how people as brain dead as him just get so popular.
So it's actually very lucrative to be positive about everything, because like you can make bad points defending something and people will like typically not notice it, but if you make bad points criticizing something, people will call you out, rightfully so, but that's because you're criticizing something.
Sorry, I'm doing a race and
but like it is that double standard of it's okay to be wrong but be positive, but be wrong and be negative. That's no good.
Heaven forbid. Like when it comes to the mixture of positive and negative, you really do have to have the negative for the positive to really mean something.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to pointing out bad things so we can get better things out of it.
Also, Shammy, you said it was ex-Kong, right? Of how it should have ended?
No, Godzilla versus Kong.
Versus Kong, okay. Because I'll say I didn't see an X Kong.
So
Uh,
so yeah, it baffles me sometimes.
Yeah, and honestly, like
I wish people were smarter. That's what it boils down to for me. I wish people were smarter.
And
I don't.
And Cinnamon Wins is kind of like the ultimate embodiment of that, where it's like you can just say a bunch of wrong, stupid, nonsensical, pointless things, but as long as it's positive, who cares? But anyways, anyone got stuff to shill? Shammy, want to shill again?
No.
Okay.
Yet another response podcast we're showing. We're still doing our Outer Wilds playthrough. It's finally releasing next episode. I'm quickly pulling it up. Next episode should be this week / tomorrow when we recorded this. Yeah, we still got, and then the following episode will be next week.
Cool. I want everybody to go check out Slur's channel, Shamrock Dragon 07. He does a lot of really good covers and reviews and Halo gameplay. Check out.
Yeah,
That's where I get in touch with my feminine side.
A little bit. He's got a really deceptively beautiful voice. It's
yeah, I know. See, the voice he's putting on now is like a fake Irish one. You know, he's not actually Irish.
This has been his fake voice the entire time.
Yeah.
I put on this act as if I speak as though you found me under a bridge, but I'm actually, fucking angelic.
Yeah, we found him at the end of a rainbow.
Borderline opera singer. Anyway,
that's it for today. Goodbye, everybody.
That's it for me. Go away now and leave me alone.
Yeah.